champion Boston Celtics.
All the way 3, and he hits
WBZ-FM and HD Boston 98.5. The Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
One night after going 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position, leaving 13 runners on base and scoring 1 run, the Red Sox went 0 for 12 with runners in scoring position, left 13 more runners on base, and got shut out in a 3-0 loss to Toronto at Fenway Park. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. drove in a pair of runs for the winners. The Jays go for a 3-game sweep today. Sonny Gray will pitch. The New York Knicks will hold their championship parade later this morning in the city. Team owner James Dolan added yesterday he and the team have accepted an invitation to the White House. The Knicks are going to be the first NBA championship team to do that with Donald Trump as president. Washington Wizards point guard Trae Young will decline his player option and become a free agent. The U.S. Open Golf Tournament will get underway in a little over a half an hour at Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. J.J. Spawn is the defending champion. He will tee off at 8:14. And at the World Cup, Colombia beat Uzbekistan late last night 3-1, and Ghana got a late goal to beat Panama 1-0. Earlier, England scored a 4-2 win over Croatia, and Portugal and Congo DR played to a surprise 1-1 draw. The U.S. faces Australia in their second match of the tournament tomorrow afternoon in Seattle. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Jeep. You can't spell American without it. During the Jeep Make the Summer event, celebrate 250 years of the country that can, with a great deal on the vehicles that always can. I'm John Wallach on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Your next update at 6:30.
Actually coaching the game,
or it's just that is. I feel so strongly about that. I can't even tell you.
Boston Talk Sports here.
What do we got?
Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Toucher
Yes, I finally shaved my nuts.
and Hardy
Who, me?
Just hanging around.
on 98.5.
Anchorman, heard about you.
Yeah.
We're Costco guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
That's gross.
Not a great cook, but I do cook.
When I asked him about the sides,
Kick them in the balls.
I don't care about it, but it's not good behavior.
Blaze Bailey is omitted.
Toucher and Hardy
we're the best friends that can be, my buddy and me.
on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Let's go.
Boo! 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 Boo!
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are Toucher and Hardy, Town Fair Tires Studios, 617-779-0985. You can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 98.5 The Sports Hub on YouTube. I was telling you yesterday that my mom had told me that my father was in the hospital. Well, yesterday, I was taking my daughter to the library to see the tutor, and I got a text from my mom. This is at 6 o'clock last night. My father had been administered to the hospital the day before.
Okay.
She goes, blah, 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 blah. I won't get into the details. She goes, this has been a fairly harrowing saga. Did I tell you they called Code Blue on him yesterday? They'd asked me to wait in the parlor while they did some routine things with him, and then suddenly I heard Code Blue in room 6 over a loudspeaker. About 8 people swarmed into his room and started working on him. He was only out for a minute or two and doesn't remember anything, but I'll never forget it. And I said, did he die? She goes, no, I think his heart stopped for a minute or less, but he still had a pulse.
I'm no doctor.
At least they say he still had a pulse. And I said, so he basically died. And she said, well, they tried to assure it wasn't as bad as it seemed. Oh. And then I called her last night, and then I called her, and she was, she's been in the hospital for a couple of days. Like, she's not sick. But she's been with my dad for a couple of days. I talked to my dad twice yesterday, but I talked to my mom, and she was, like, all of a sudden, like, real nervous. And then I'm like, huh? Why weren't you nervous yesterday? This is all, and then I talked to my dad, and he wasn't so nervous. But it's weird because you'll be on the phone with them, and then for 2 minutes, and then ultimately a bunch of doctors will come in, and then they have to hang up, and then you got to kind of just sit there.
Oh, because they all show up at once doing rounds or something.
Yeah, or whatever. There's they're doing all these like procedures and things.
I'm interested in her use of the word parlor.
I was interested when I read that too. Like I was in the parlor.
Yes, I was relaxing on the Chesterfield in the parlor.
In the parlor.
While your father coded out. What?
Well, I have a friend who's a nurse, and I'm like, what's code blue mean?
That's cardiac arrest, isn't it?
Yeah, I can tell you what they said. I said, what's code blue?
Like immediate resuscitation efforts are needed.
Stat.
Yeah.
When someone is dying and you basically need to help with CPR. Someone is dying and you need to help with CPR, basically, is what the nurse said.
Man.
What is, I've looked this up before. What does STAT stand for in a hospital? It's like I know what it means now.
It means on the double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hurry up.
It is derived from the Latin word statim.
Okay.
Well, that's awfully precious, isn't it? How about now?
Yeah.
Well, look.
One fewer letter.
You don't know you don't know the body like I know the body.
Right.
And all the Latin phrases like bunghole and willy. These are the things that
poop shoot.
Yeah. These are the things that the Latinos have given us for years. That's why they're in Latin.
Right.
Do you understand?
All these medical terms from Mexico.
Right.
Puerto Rico.
So
Latin.
So I hope my father's okay. I really don't know how to monitor it because it's an interesting thing because you don't want to bother anyone. Like I don't know anyone over there. I would be bothering my parents, but I don't want to certainly don't want to call my dad. I don't want him waking him up and stuff.
How long do they think he's going to be in the hospital?
Well, they thought he was going to get out today, but that ain't happening now. So because some other stuff happened, so he's going to be in there today, but it's like an odd situation with my parents because I won't. Like my dad, I've talked to my dad twice, and I talked to my dad last night, and he was fine. And then my mom says that he looks good and feels good, but there's other stuff happening.
As long as he's not code bluing.
No, I don't think he's going to code blue in the hospital. I think he code blued because he waited too long to go into the hospital, and by the time he got in there, he needed a blood transfusion. I think that's what happened, but. Oof. They thought they had solved the problem, and then because he got the good news is he got a colonoscopy, and they didn't find anything.
Okay, that's good.
So I would assume that rules out colon cancer. I'm assuming that if they've taken a camera up your ass and taken a look around at your colon, that they would be able to find colon cancer if they were looking for it. That's my assumption. So if it's not in his intestine or in his colon, that leads me to believe that it's in his stomach. Now, I told you he became septic that one time that he fell. The closest my dad's ever come to dying is he got lightheaded and fell in the house and just fell, not hard. And then blood started coming out of all of his orifices. And my mom freaked out, obviously. They called the hospital. They were last rites, giving him last rites or whatever. I don't know if it was last rites, but you understand what I'm saying. They were that's not true. But they were telling my mom he might die. Is what they were saying is that your husband may die.
Right.
Which is the only time that's ever happened with either of them. This was years ago too. But what had happened is he had been taking Anacin.
Oh,
the pain reliever Anacin.
I haven't seen an Anacin bottle in 30 years.
Legitimately 45 years. Every day for 45 years he'd been taking Anacin. And it burrowed a small hole in his stomach. And when he fell, it opened the hole in his stomach and everything from the stomach rushed into his bloodstream and his bloodstream rushed into his stomach and it started coming out everywhere. And that's, kills you, obviously, and so they're freaking out and he's going to die. And it turns out they just had to solder this, and they used the term solder. They just had to solder this tiny hole in his stomach. And then he was legitimately fine. Yeah. Just then he was just fine. Mm-hmm. Once everything washed out, but once they fixed that hole, everything stopped. And this isn't that bad, but I have to assume it's something. I don't want anyone emailing me with their theories, but I assume that it's a stomach thing, which I hope it's something like the last time. But it's a very balancing act with my parents, because I do feel like I'm bothering them sometimes if I call. But then my dad seems happy to be talking to me, so I don't know.
How often, you said before, you don't talk to your dad all that much, so this is very unusual. On the phone, I mean.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, you know, he's stuck in bed. And like I talked to him about the Cardinals yesterday for like 15 minutes. Like he bored. He was pretty concerned yesterday, but like last night he wasn't concerned. My mom was concerned, so I don't know. But and then my ex-wife's like, "You should go down there," and I'm like, "Why? Why? What do you know about it? Go down there." Go, like, hi guys. Like you're not even in the real hospital yet. They're in the Loudoun County Hospital.
They're in a place with a parlor, so I don't know.
Yeah, they're in an old British mansion.
But I agree with your ex-wife. If you knew he was going to be there for another week and they were still figuring stuff out, then yeah, that would be a trip.
Yeah, but that's not what's occurring.
I know. But maybe she didn't know that when she suggested it. It's not an outlandish suggestion.
I think when you don't know anything that's going on, any suggestion is outlandish. Yeah. Maybe that's not the type for... I don't see you two making any suggestions, and I just told you more information than I ever told her.
Okay. Well, I'm still gathering information.
Right, and you haven't made a suggestion, so we're on the same page.
I want to go wait in the parlor until...
It's like, because I feel obligated to tell her stuff, so I'm like, just like very briefly, I'm like, oh, hey, my dad, like they called it cold below my dad. I knew she was out, so like I didn't think she'd get back to me. Oh. And the first thing is, you should go down there. And I'm like, okay, thanks. It's good that you...
That may be like a maternal instinct thing, too. My wife always wants to do something. She wants to take some action. She should go there, she'd do something. And I'm like, 9 times out of 10, like, what are you going to do? There's nothing to be done. I
wonder what kind of pictures Zolak will draw if I missed work to go down there.
Give him an excuse to start the whole thing up again.
I would hope.
Yeah.
I would hope, as, he may have some empathy. Zoe lost his dad, so, I've lost my dad. I would hope that it would not result in another cartoon drawing like the one of the cat with the haunted house and the graveyard. And
the X's,
and you also the zombie cat rising from the grave, yes. Which at the end, after that incident, the cat had not actually died, but to Zoe's credit, he thought it did.
Yeah,
he thought there was a dead cat.
Oh, I thought it was funny too.
Yeah, very nice cartoon.
But what would happen is if I was to go down to Tennessee and my dad was not to die, I would be met with a lot of your dad didn't even die. I mean, you missed.
What, Fred take off work because his dad didn't die?
Exactly. Exactly. And you think we're kidding?
No,
not at all.
No, that's
not
on the
not
air.
In the least. Yeah. Not in the least. Scott's been mad at me before, not often, but a couple times, and I've been mad at him. I mean, it's been 20 years. Like, there's been like a couple times. I like Scott a lot. I believe he likes me, but there is something that he's not kidding. Like, anytime I miss work, he does not like it. I don't know. It's because we used to tease him for missing work.
Hey, Wallach, your mom's got a cold. You got to go away for a month? There go.
I can tell you that whenever he walks in here and you are not here, that is the first thing he mentions when he walks through the door.
Oh, those are his best days.
Every single time, without fail, the winning streak is intact. He will walk in and say, "Where's Fred?
Yeah.
Who's Fred? Not here today, huh?"
Well, he gave me crap last year for taking a vacation day.
No, it doesn't matter what the reason is that you're not here. Could be because you're sick. Could be because you have a vacation day. It doesn't matter. It's treated the same way.
He didn't feel my vacation day that I had taken in advance was worthy of a vacation day.
Yes.
He thought
essentially, that's right.
He thought the activity was not worthy of taking the vacation day, which I had taken like months in advance. Wait until I find out when I have to go to Alabama. That's going to be a last-second vacation, which is going to really throw him for a loop. But I am very hesitant to go down to Tennessee because I don't need to hear it from Zolak.
Wow.
Because then there's a lot of pressure on my dad to die. to keep the pressure off. Yours truly. I mean,
you might have to spend some time alone with him in the room and a big pillow.
Hey, it's not funny. But anyway.
No. It is funny because you'd be smothering your father as it means to appease Zoe. See? Get it?
I don't know. He's got that, being in a hospital bed for 3 days strength.
Sorry, well, I said smother and Wally just perked up. No, it's a different type
not
of smother.
to.
No,
Oh, all right. Sorry.
different.
I'm looking at that T-shirt every day. It's just one of those things. It's a trigger thing.
Has anyone looked at the simulcast to see if you can
No,
see
I
it?
haven't. But I can tell you that T-shirt's in the exact same spot, man. It has not moved.
No one's moved it.
No one's moved that T-shirt. It's on TV every day.
Yeah, I haven't watched the TV this week since we put the shirt up there. But one of the listener made shirts of John enjoying his smothering fetish. This one is the pillow one.
Yes.
There's a heavy lady. Some would say fat, but plump. BBW, we'll just say, big beautiful woman. She's sitting on top of John,
Even if they're fat.
and she's smiling, and John is just over the moon at the opportunity to be sat on by a heavy woman. And then there's pillows around.
Did we decide if that's before or after? Is it after?
I'm guessing it's before.
Okay.
Because that's the look that you have. That grin is a grin of anticipation.
Okay.
The I think that if it was after, you would be more like dreary eyed, like you almost
The cheeks would be a little more rosy.
like you would
kind of
be
thing.
you would be in a just like an exhausted state of contentment.
Yeah.
Rather than glee.
I see. Yeah, you're probably right.
That looks like a guy that's about to go down. Like you were like, ah!
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I think you'd be like,
Yeah.
You'd be over it.
Yeah, that's definitely a pre-smother facial expression.
If you're the guy who made these smothering shirts, if you could make one post-smother, maybe there's
we could change it up.
maybe
from day
his
to day.
face has got some markings on it, and he's like you understand, he looks almost high, his dopamine levels have gotten so much dopamine has been released that he's just it's almost like he shot up heroin. He's high on booty.
Wow, who isn't?
That should be the name of your first New Jack Swing album, High on Booty.
High on booty.
Yeah. And you're smoking a butt. Literally. Like a derriere, like a fanny. You're smoking there's a cigarette holder sticking out of a butt.
Oh, man. This is going to turn into a DA character. I can see it coming a mile away.
I can't. There's too much. DA has become too all-encompassing to fit anything else in.
No, I'm talking about a different character altogether. A DA-like character.
No, that's what I'm saying is that the DA character covers too much ground. You're very fortunate that it's grown that much and enveloped so many kinks.
I see.
There's no room for any other voice.
It's like the Star Wars universe. There's all these different offshoots now.
Hey, Marvel has the multiverse.
But it would be like if Darth Vader was the good guy, the bad guy, if he was in all the new ones.
Yeah, we're into Mandalorian now, and Baby Yodas, and there's all this stuff happening in the DA universe.
But DA is all the characters.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
He's the Force.
Thank you. Oh yeah,
It is the common
Force.
thread that runs throughout.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm coming down with. I felt it all day yesterday, and I thought maybe it was allergy related. After I declared the end of yellow pollen season,
Yeah, I kind of find this ironic.
I said, okay, well, this is like some kind of karmic joke. They're saying, oh, you think it's over? It's not over. It's in my chest. It's in my nose a little bit, and I think it was compounded. If it is like any type of outside allergy thing, it's compounded last night because we had to sleep with the windows open because we got a text message from Eversource that they were shutting the power off. And at 9 o'clock last night, they said we're gonna shut the power off between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. to fix something because there was a car accident and it hit some transformer or something. I'm like, all right. So and I wasn't feeling great anyway, and I opened up the windows.
Was it still in the box?
Yeah.
The transformer?
Yes.
That's when they're worth more.
Mint. So I don't know what's going on.
I can tell you that yesterday on TV they said grass pollen was like super high. So if you have any, I don't have an allergy to grass pollen, but if you have an allergy, I do tree pollen.
I do, and it sucked. Walking the dog yesterday was brutal.
So yesterday was
Maybe
a
that's
big
it.
grass pollen day.
Maybe that's it.
I can't speak on that, but that's what it said on TV. It said it was like out of control.
Hardy had that moment that all of us do working this kind of shift where you go to bed at night and you're really not sure how you're going to feel in the morning, and you're just like, oh man, it's rolling the dice. It could have gone the other way, and that was
Right.
crap.
Well, I can tell you don't feel good. The thing is that the way that I would encourage you guys to handle it is certainly to err on the side of not coming in is if you go to bed and you can't sleep. If it gets to be like 3 in the morning and you can't go to sleep, it's better. You can be content, and it's probably better for the show if you don't come in because like it just sucks when you haven't slept and you don't feel good. Like if you can go to sleep and you wake up, you can force yourself through 4 hours. I'm not saying to do that. I have no problem if you don't do that. I mean, if you're sick, you're sick. But what I find is that if it's like 3 in the morning and you still haven't gone to sleep, like you're compounding not feeling well with not sleeping.
Yeah.
And it's like, in my mind, a little dangerous to get in front of an open microphone. Like if you're like sick, so that puts you in a bad mood. You're incredibly run down, which your brain's not working correctly. It's just there's too much trouble that can be
the
had
filter
at
is
that
off,
point.
and I don't
Yes.
give an F, and then stuff starts flying.
Well,
yes.
And I don't think I would have called it either way. Number one, I did sleep because I took one Advil PM last night, along with 2 other Advils.
Whoa.
So I was out. I
How'd you get up?
barely. That alarm, you laugh. Wallach, you know.
Yes.
What will one Advil PM do to you?
It'll knock me out.
And knocked me out.
Yep.
So I slept through the night, and I'm also off tomorrow. So I figured, okay, I'll be all right.
Oh, are you good? You're not going to the wedding though.
Not, but now there's all this other stuff I got to do.
Okay.
So,
All right.
But I'll be back on Monday. Don't you worry about that. I'm not taking Monday.
Is Danny Roach in tomorrow?
Oh yeah, don't you worry.
Okay. Oh, we can talk to him all about how Bob Bronson sent me the dumbest text of all time about did Dan's Twitter get hacked?
No, he's really into
Dan's
crypto.
suddenly into crypto. Yeah.
And he bought a Rolls Royce, Bob.
Yeah, he's into crypto and bought a Bentley. Like, and I was doing something at the time too, and I'm like, what the hell, Bob? Like,
No, he left his wife and he booked. Now he's riding around with some hooker in a Maybach.
it really bothered me that he sent me that text.
I just got that vision in my head. And I thought it made me smile a little bit.
Because first of all, like people have been talking about this for like three weeks now that Roach's account's been hacked on Twitter. Like, okay, whatever, it's obvious, but like no one's gone. Has it been hacked? And then Bob Bronson coming in 3 weeks late with a personal text to me, and I'm like, come on, Bob. I'm just like, come on. Like I was in the middle of something and I saw it and I'm like, if it's not for my kids, or if my father in the hospital now, I get very annoyed. Like it's enough silliness.
So I know there's so much stuff like some of the text threads that I'm on. They
just say, hey, how you doing? Like don't go like what's this facade of this Roach thing being real? Like, hey Fred, how are you? Oh, that's nice. I'm fine. Like, not, is this real? Oh, God, Bob. What was the thing? Is Harrison Ford, like, what's the thing in Seinfeld that the guy deliberately gets wrong? Like Robert De Niro's in Star Wars or something? So I'll bet you dinner with Elaine.
Yeah.
That's like, sort of like that. Like, is this real? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's real. Like you don't know that
now,
it's not.
But now we're talking.
Yeah, exactly. Like just say hi. Just write hi. And I like Bob, and I would be more than happy to talk to him.
Right.
Just say hi. Don't ask me some asinine question that you know the answer to. Yeah, that face is exactly what he's doing. Slide.
I kind of know it's not, but now I got you.
I'm not leaving myself so vulnerable because we're friends, and we've been friends for years, and I don't know why I couldn't just say hi to you. That's exactly what it is. All right, we'll be back in just a moment. Hi. What happened last night's brought to you by Leonard Hair Transplant Associates, where your hair doesn't have to be a game of what happened. So change your lettuce and change your life with Dr. Matthew Lepresti at 1-800-GET-HAIR. Hardy, what would you like to start with from yesterday?
Red Sox, you big dummy. Because the offense finally came alive last night. Oh, no, it didn't.
To Andres Jimenez. And a line drive base hit into right field. Here comes Schneider hitting third. He's trying to score, and he will easily. The throw comes in to second base, and it is 1-0 Toronto.
Yeah, 1-0 top of the third. The game's out of reach.
Well, it was. Can I just you're not going to play it because it's not a scoring play, but Monasterio was still second, and Meyer came up, and they made the statement on TV, which was correct. Maybe it would be better if he hadn't stolen that base.
Yes.
Because now he's in scoring position.
The Red Sox were 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position 2 nights ago. And last night, they were worse.
Last night, they were 0 for 12.
Yeah.
So Meyer apparently now is 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Mm-hmm. In his last 10 at-bats after he had a decent series in Tampa.
He had one decent series, then got hurt, and they said, "Oh, you know what? He fixed his mechanics. There was a toe tap there. Once he started tapping that toe, got his timing back, great. Then he missed about 2, 3, 4 games, whatever it is, and went right back into the slump he was in for the first 2 months of the season.
Listen, he's got to play, and you got to let him play this season, and you got to let him play at shortstop. Mm-hmm. But also, you're not winning. Mm-hmm. So I just want someone within the organization just to go, you know what, we realize this. We're not winning.
The word they're looking for is wrong. We were wrong about everything. Just say that, and fans will, I think, give them a pass.
Well, what's your other option? Just that you're not going to like the team anymore?
Well, no.
No. But what I'm saying is that, if they come out, I'm agreeing with you essentially. What I'm saying is, if you admit you screwed up and now we're going to fix it, the only option is to go, I've been a lifelong Red Sox fan, and this bout of honesty has made me not like them, which I don't think is at all plausible. What would make you indifferent about the team is if they behave like nothing's wrong and dabble around the edges at the deadline.
Sam Kennedy, and we're going to have Tom Caron on later. Sam Kennedy sat down with Tom Caron before the game, and while he was saying, it's very disappointing, but at the end he said, you know what? It's just a matter of getting these guys going, getting us back in the right direction to fulfill the expectations we had when the season started.
Okay, because now, not by winning percentage, but they have the second least amount of wins in baseball.
Yeah, they're horrible. They
do have a 408 winning percentage, and there are some teams with 400.
Now,
and 373 in Colorado.
I have stats for when they fall behind by 3 runs, and I have the record for when they've fallen behind by 2 runs this season.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. They are, and I'll spoil the surprise, they lost again last night. They lost 3-0.
John.
Sorry,
Hardy.
So they are now 0-31 in games where they fall behind by 3 runs or more. They have fallen behind by 2 runs or more in 40 games this season. Do you want to guess how many wins they have in those 40 games?
Well, when they've fallen by how many runs?
2.
In 40 games, they've fallen behind by 2 runs?
2 runs or more. Would you like to guess how many wins they have?
8.
4.
1. They are 1-39 now when they fall behind by 2 runs or more.
I wonder why the Driveline guy left. He said he had too many other jobs. He did. He said he had too many other jobs in professional baseball. He was stretched too thin. Well, Driveline's not working. But these things work. Okay, yeah, I'm sure they do, but this particular one doesn't. So you'll have to find another one.
That game was going kind of late last night too, for a game without much going on.
A lot of pitching changes for Toronto. Max Scherzer was supposed to start, got scratched with back spasms, so they went with a bullpen game. 7 different pitchers for Toronto last night.
But
so ineffective.
My point is, I was watching it, and when it went to the bottom of the 9th, and they're down 3-0, I said, well, I can just close my eyes.
Well, you could have done that after they got the 2 runs earlier.
Yes. But any expectation that a Major League Baseball club like the Boston Red Sox might be able to score a few runs in the bottom of the 9th and really put on a show is ludicrous. It's not happening. And and to your point, John, it's happened. They've come back from a 2-run deficit once out of 40 times so far this season.
Correct. And they continue to do dumb, stupid things. Like, for instance, to give you an example, Jarren Duran leads off. He's on first base. Masataka Yoshida is up. Duran decides to run with the pitch. Now, Fred, when you run with the pitch, do you just go right to second base and not look over your left shoulder and see what the batter is doing?
No.
No, you look back.
You get a little peek.
Usually that would be, common sense. So Yoshida hit a bullet to the right side of the infield. It struck Duran. He's out. Taking speed off the base and putting a much slower guy on first, and of course they got no runs.
That's just bad luck.
Not really.
Come on.
Not really.
What are the odds?
Jarren
that
Duran,
ball could go anywhere and hit him.
It's true. You would think common sense would dictate I should look to make sure the ball's not lined at an infielder or popped up and I might get doubled off. Nope. He put his head down, went right to second. He looked, but only after the ball was about 6 inches away from him, and he couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's the same thing every day, and there's no way to pull yourself out of it either. They're too deep in the hole. I mean, they're 15 and a half games out of the division, and I know that there is a wild card, but to legitimately become a team that could win a game in the playoffs. Like, what kind of
win a game during the regular season?
Like, what kind? Yeah. What kind of run would you have to go on, and what would other teams have to do?
They're 13 games under 500. So to get back to 500 on the season, it would take a run of historical proportions over the next 6 weeks.
Right. Okay. And so the Athletics and Toronto are the 2 teams ahead of them. Now, according to everything I've read, both those teams are adding at the deadline. Mm-hmm. The Athletics, I guess, are in very good offensively, but need pitching. And so the belief is that the Athletics, because of their ultimate move, are going to actually add. So just my point being, forget all the other teams ahead of the Red Sox in the wild card standings. Do you really think that you're better than Toronto and the Athletics? Because you have to be better than both of them, because you're not catching Tampa Bay and you're not catching Cleveland. So my question is, do you really think you're that much better than Toronto or the A's? Because I just want this facade of anything happening but selling going away.
You are, and this is not for effect, you're not better than anybody.
Oh, no.
You're not better. I mean, you just I understood why you picked those 2 teams out. Because in theory, okay, if you really think this team can make the playoffs, you have to be better than these. They're not better than anyone. Toronto is going to sweep them this afternoon. I mean, this is, by the way, Toronto's under 500. I mean, this is not a good baseball team, even though they went to the World Series and almost won the thing last year. They have struggled with injuries all year. They're under 500. They're about to beat you again today and sweep you.
And by the way,
ballpark.
Someone in the American Leagues could get Scooble. So have fun with that too. Oof. So I mean, the Scooble. I guess they're saying Blue Jays are a team. The Rays are a team. The Yankees. I mean,
Dodgers.
Right. I mean, I don't even have to tell you that. But say if the Blue Jays or the Rays get Scooble, like, what are you pretending that? We'll have Crochet, who's been back for 3 days, and then you can. No, you're not beating that team.
No,
just get off of it. Stop that. You're bothering me with this nonsense. But right. There you go.
So they lost 3-0. They'll wrap the 3-game set today, and when we come
back, it's supposed to rain.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll rain that bad boy out.
Yeah.
Cool.
We have World Cup action to go over here in a moment.
All right. I've been being being shamed a little bit for my not liking the World Cup. I just haven't seen Scottish people, but I'm not denying that they're around, and I'm not denying they're a good time. Does that make everyone happy now? I just felt that they were making some stories out of things that weren't stories. I don't recall insulting the games that much because I haven't seen them. But the thing with the parking in Woburn on TV, they park in Woburn, or Walpole, sorry. That's right. Woburn would be a long walk. They park in Walpole for Patriot games. Like, I do think they are forcing some stories in. Now, I don't doubt if you're downtown and there's like 500 Scots at 3 a.m. chanting and drinking, it's not amusing. I mean, I'm sure it is. But that's not parking in Walpole in a yard. You would have to understand that. All right, we'll be back in just a moment. Here are the headlines. Hardy, what else happened yesterday?
World Cup games going on yesterday. Portugal looking to take a 1-0 lead into the locker room at halftime. But hold on a second. Congo DR, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, had something to say about that.
Vitinha defending. In goes the cross. Tuanzebe's attacking it. It's in! DR Congo have scored in the World Cup for the very first time. History for Johan Wissa.
Well, that's very cute and everything, but you're playing, Portugal. You've got your work cut out for you here, so you've made it 1-1. There's no way the game would stay that way.
They get a point. One of the favourites drops points in the opening match. Martinez with things to think about. It's finished here. Great game. Portugal won. DR Congo won.
Huge upset.
Yeah, it's, almost up there with the Cape Verde scoreless draw with Spain. I was reading that DR Congo had been to the tournament only once before. The country was called Zaire at that point, 1974. They played 3 matches, got shut out in all 3 matches. They lost one match 9-0. First goal they've ever scored in World Cup play.
How about that?
Yeah.
So England playing their match yesterday against Croatia. 12 minutes in, and a chance to score on a penalty kick.
Harry Kane!
He made it.
Thrilling.
En route to a 4-2 win for England over Croatia. That game being played in Texas.
It's like I was there.
Yeah, I know.
Don't you? You gotta want England to do some damage.
Right? I am rooting for England in this tournament. And Fred, I think I've told you this before. Actually, we tell the story once every 4 years. England is kind of like the Red Sox before 2004.
Right.
Very extremely talented in all of these tournaments, yet they find a way to choke and underachieve in all of these tournaments. They're not one of the favorites, I don't think, this time around, but I'm rooting for them because I understand what their fans are going through.
I don't think that they're a big long shot, though. I think that I saw them as like the 5th most likely team to win.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought it was less than that. You may be right.
I listen. I just am recalling like some website had a list of like the teams most likely to win.
Yeah.
And like France wasn't number 1. France was number 2. I think they had Spain as number 1.
Yes. Spain and France are the top 2.
And then, but I believe, because I was like, oh yeah, okay, I don't know anything about this. And then I saw England.
Okay.
And I just think if England was like in the final, it would be like a pretty good anarchy, like wherever it was.
That guy Kane's been like their foundation for years and years and years and years and years. So he scored 2 and they win, and good news.
And all those 2 good looking.
Oh, yeah.
It's a problem.
He is a dream. I'm sure we were all locked in on the Queen's Club Championships yesterday as French tennis player Corentin Moutet was interviewed after his match against Giovanni Metepesce Pericard. And
what is it? How do you pronounce that last name?
Giovanni Metepesce Pericard.
Okay.
And in his post-match interview, things went off the rails, especially for the stoic BBC.
142 mile an hour second serve. How tough is it?
Historic BBC.
What's that?
Lexington Steel?
Aha!
Hello. I gotcha. I hear you barking, big dog.
I had a Sarge moment there. Aha!
I had to put my hand up.
That was good.
Stop.
Why did you say historical BBC again?
Stoic.
Oh, Stoic. Oh, British Broadcasting Company.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, because when you said BBC, I measured, and you said historic. I'm
right.
Like Lexington Steel. He was the first.
Yeah, he was
the first big name.
Yes. The granddaddy of the BBCs.
Yeah, I mean he was a classy guy. The girls loved working with him. He broke down a lot of doors.
142 mile an hour second serve. How tough is it to return that?
That's so frustrating. You know, when I had the match point, I was on the second serve. Okay, you aim in the middle. Whatever you do, you just put the ball in the court, and then he hates me 142. I was like, I would have to serve, and I would have to.
No F-bombs, please. No.
Good for you. Good for you.
She brings it back around, though.
Right, Corentin, I I'm going to ask you one more question. Apologies, everyone, for the language there. I'm going to ask you one more question, so please keep it clean, okay? You on the grass last week, unfortunately, didn't go your way. What's it like to get your first victory? Okay. Corentin, we need to improve that for the next round. Apologies, everyone. Corentin Moutet.
That's
great.
Good. It's funnier than I thought it would be.
You can see, I mean, if you watch it, you know he's going to do it again.
How old a gentleman is this guy?
Devilish imp.
Is he like 18?
Who can tell he's tall with a beard? I mean, like, you know, like he looks like every tennis player. He's tall with a beard.
Yeah.
You know, it's like either a like a smallish Spaniard or a real tall Nordic guy with a beard. It's the kind of two prototypes. But that's a good playfulness, and she handled it well too. We've come a long way since the Sex Pistols were on the Bill Grundy show, and some guy, people were kicking in their television sets because there was swearing in front of their children, and I have that news article. It's just like a piece of art in my home, over a toilet, so don't get excited. And it's just funny that people thought, like, my kids heard us swear, I'm going to kick the TV in front of them. Like that's the model behavior that you should use. Is I'm going to violently ruin something of mine.
Boris Becker wrote on social media, "What's wrong with this guy?" Multimedia commentator Craig Gabriel said the ATP must take action on Moutet.
Okay.
What's Boris Becker been up to? He was a handsome guy that was real famous. Why isn't he looking like Bryan Adams? Why isn't he? Bryan Adams has got to come back. Why hasn't Boris Becker?
Look at Boris Becker these days. He's not all that handsome anymore.
He's got like a little aging British actor thing happening. Let him go. Let him go.
You wanted to jump his bones 10 seconds ago. You still want to bang him? Take a look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, I'd still have sex with him.
All right.
All right. We'll be back. The World Cup is going on. And, you know, while we are in our little suburban bubbles, there are people that are out there living amongst the people, partying, getting that international flavor here in Boston that we so much love. And we'll talk to a couple of our closest correspondents again coming up in just a moment.
Touch your
Scherzer was supposed to start against the Red Sox, but he was placed on the injured list before the game, and that left 7 different pitchers to shut the Sox down for the night. They're now a season-high 13 games under 500. They'll pitch Sonny Gray against the Jays today as they try to avoid a 3-game sweep. The New York Knicks will have their championship parade today, according to team owner James Dolan. They will also become the first NBA title-winning team to accept an invitation from President Donald Trump to come to the White House to celebrate. Trae Young has declined his player option with the Washington Wizards. He'll become a free agent. The U.S. Open golf tournament just underway at Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. About 20 men on the course as we speak. And at the World Cup, Colombia over Uzbekistan last night, 3-1. Ghana beat Panama 1-0. Earlier in the day, England scored a 4-2 win over Croatia, and Portugal and DR Congo played to a surprise 1-1 draw. The U.S. faces Australia in their second match of the tournament tomorrow afternoon in Seattle. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by the 99 Restaurants. Visit the Nines this Father's Day weekend for menu specials Dad'll love, like the new 18-ounce T-bone steak or their famous colossal lobster rolls. You gotta love the Nines. I'm John Wallach on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Your next update at 7:30.
The Sports Hub. 3 legendary franchises on one legendary radio station. It's the Sports Hub.
Why do people listen to Touch
Because it's a thing.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
No idea what you're talking about.
Here's more of The Thing on the Sports Hub.
We are Dutcher and Hardy, and you can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 98.5 The Sports Hub on YouTube. You can also get the podcast anywhere you want to get podcasts, and the World Cup is in town. And now Johnny has been out to the World Cup. He saw Norway play Iraq, and he said that it went smoothly. He took a video of it. The idea was to see young Wallach stuck in traffic, but that was not the case. He was free as a bird, as they say, and he had a wonderful time. But, you know, you see on TV and read in the newspaper that there are, I saw Kendra put something up that there are Scottish people ever. You don't see so much of the Iraqis or anything. It's pretty much just the Scottish people.
The Norwegians apparently are making a dent somewhere, someplace.
Well, I mean, there might be here, but they're certainly not carrying on. It doesn't seem like as much.
Not like the Scottish people,
but
no.
But from me personally, in my suburban bubble, I don't see any of these things. So it's important, Hardy, to talk to the people with feet on the ground.
It is. And yesterday we had a couple of correspondents check in. We had a guy from Machine who told us mostly about what was happening at the Sandbar, starting tonight, as a matter of fact. DJs, dancing, drink specials. But we also heard from Blind Scott in the North End. Maybe we could hear just a little taste of Blind Scott if you have him queued up.
Yeah, people love him. So, yeah, here's some Blind Scott.
I didn't expect the World Cup to have an influx of people, so I was celebrating Pride just on my own. But all of a sudden, all these World Cup fans came in, and I recognized them as fans from Scotland, but they were wearing kilts. And I didn't really recognize that they were wearing kilts, but everybody said they were wearing kilts, and they seemed to go to the bathroom wherever they feel like it. And they had like an army that was here with them. And I didn't understand this army, but they were over in the Navy Yard. So it was making me really nervous because I never seen a soccer team bring a military team with them. But there was drunks like out till 3 a.m. They kept the bars open till 3 a.m. So I actually have emails from city council people that I email all throughout the night because I stay up all night and I walk around the district listening to these Scottish people. They are so friendly. So I'm familiar with Scotland because it's a progressive country. It's pretty liberal over there. I have over like 25,000 followers on social media. So I have a lot of Scottish people that follow me. So I knew they'd be friendly to me. So I've been partying with them like crazy. I've been in their hotels. I've been, sleeping with them. I've been giving them massages and everything.
And so there you go.
Right.
It goes on from there. But a lot of cocaine,
and a lot of cocaine. And I'm also very confused about this Tartan army, or as he refers to it, the Tartar army.
Right.
That he thinks is an actual military wing. and doesn't understand why, how they're here and why they're able to drink so much while they're on duty.
Scott knows about the Gordon Fisherman empire that's slowly taking over the Northeast.
But let's get a different vibe, if we would, please, Fred. Let's hear from someone who is literally boots on the ground every single day, dog walking boots, and that would be Sarah from Everett. Sarah from Everett with her take on the World Cup here in Boston.
Hey there, it's Sarah calling from Everett. Exciting news. My client just gifted me 2 tickets to Friday night's game at Rock over Scotland.
How often do you give tickets to your dog walker if you were to have a dog walker? I don't. But it's like having like a cleaning lady or something. What are the chances that you would just go like, hey, cleaning lady, here are 2 tickets, here are 2 $400 tickets to the World Cup.
If you weren't going to go and you knew that somebody was really, really going to appreciate it, yeah, I would say the dog walker or the cleaning people are the among the first people you would give them to.
Sure.
My wife,
not friends, coworkers, family.
My wife has a relationship with the people who come and clean every 2 weeks, and the stuff that they give back and forth, it's a whole thing.
What does she give them?
It could be anything from clothes to books
Used
to
clothes?
gifts, plants. Yeah, I mean, well, one of their daughters is a few years younger than Katie.
Yeah, so she's just getting rid of stuff, basically.
Yeah, but it's like they're getting rid of tickets, getting rid of...
No. Getting rid of tickets or something of value. Getting rid of old clothes is something that you would donate anay.
Hoodies that have been worn twice? Yeah, those are valuable.
But that's what they take at the Cradles to Crayons, is that they have to be, like, if worn at all, lightly worn. I mean, you're essentially giving charity to the person. It's not giving them tickets. You can't compare the two. Used clothes to $400 tickets?
Yeah, I think you could.
Do you give them recyclables too that you're not taking to the recycling place?
Are we supposed to be doing that?
You
'Cause
should.
I feel chagrined.
See, I could see probably taping a pair of like Super Bowl tickets to the trash can, like when the guy comes by and being like, "Hey, guy, I can't use them. If you're one of them and you happen to see them and don't just throw them away."
Trash can, mailbox, whatever.
I'm still fascinated by how people.
First of all, Joey can get his own Super Bowl ticket. He doesn't need
he's in waste management. I mean, he's got connections. But I'll tell you, I know a guy just sold a big waste management business, quite a few tens of millions of dollars. So I've always been fascinated how you guys tip because I tip the mailman. And I obviously give Christmas money to my cleaning lady that comes twice every other week, and sometimes we'll slip up and text me in Portuguese. It hasn't gone through the Google Translate yet.
Nice.
And I'm like, lady, I can't make heads or tails of this. Speak of the
Gobbledygook.
English. And so anyway, I'll give her what I give her? $200. Take that, old clothes. And so
we do that too.
No, you don't. And so, but what I'm always interested in is how you put cash on top of a garbage can.
No.
Okay, because that's what people have said to do. You put cash on top of the garbage can, which just seems like there's no way the garbage man's going to get it. They don't even get out of their truck in Newton. They just use the technology.
That's why you got to keep a dog in the yard, and then you get out of the truck.
I should keep Deuce in the yard. That would go splendidly for everyone. He'd stay right there.
Keep that monster chained up.
He won't bite anybody, but he'll be certainly happy to see you. I mean, he don't like to be out of my eyesight.
This is where
he'll let you know he's there.
I know we've received that suggestion. You tape it to the top of the lid. What you're supposed to do is rearrange your schedule so that you're home when they come by, and that way you can go present it to them personally.
I'd have to take a day off work, but you're comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Because they come while I'm at work.
Check with Zoe first, but I think he'd be okay with it too.
Yeah, because now I found out my dad's been transferred to another hospital with something called bleeding sigmoid. So if there is a chance I have to go to Tennessee today or tomorrow, I really don't. I clear it with Scott, please.
Yeah.
I don't think I will have to, but here we go.
I wish it was 4 tickets. I would have instantly given them to.
Is she just drunk all the time?
It's not good.
She's relaxed.
Not
Okay?
good.
I mean, she sounds real drunk.
Relaxed.
Like, she doesn't sound high. She sounds real drunk.
No one's that relaxed to start the day.
Well,
no
this
one.
might have been later.
She used to call in when we first met Sarah back on the midday show. She used to call in on what she called Dummy Gummy Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
She would
all
do a
right.
gummy on Wednesdays. That was her day off, and she was feeling no pain then. But I think I had this conversation with Sarah on Monday or Tuesday, so I don't know what the excuse is.
It was 4 tickets. I would have instantly given them to Abdu. Whee! I'm not super knowledge on the World Cup. I do know that there is a player on the USA team, Miles Robinson. His dad is very good friends with Sports Radio's Al Cole, Michael Hawley.
What a compliment to Michael Hawley.
Sports Radio's answer to Al Cole is Michael Hawley because they're both black. So that's how you make that connection.
Oh, but what about all the other connections? What about in every other way they're not similar?
No. That is the ultimate connection, and that's how you connect people.
Of course.
He's black. He's black. They're the same.
I thought it was all the other things that they don't have in common, other than being black. That their careers couldn't be any more different. And their personalities couldn't be any more different. But after all, they're both black. And she's wasted, so here.
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
I'm not trying. No. And then what is it? Someone cut off part of your tongue?
Oh.
I'm more of an MLS girl.
MILF?
Yeah.
She's getting older. I understand.
I'm more of an MLS girl. In 2002, when I was living on Beacon Hill, I befriended and hung out and partied with the New England Revs. Leo Cullen, I introduced him to my girlfriend. They ended up married. They're divorced now, Fred. But they were a great group of guys, and I learned a lot about soccer, football, and I'm so excited about Friday night. And yeah.
Well, if you're at the game, you can look for an imaginary Sarah from Everett. All right. What else do we have, Hardy?
Well, we heard from the real blind Scott in the North End as he was partying with the Tartar Army and helping them procure their various party supplements and giving them back rubs and sleeping in their hotels and a bunch of other things that we have deduced did not happen. But that's only one person's analysis, the real blind Scott. What does fake blind Scott have to say about the World Cup?
All right, here is fake blind Scott, not the real blind Scott, on his theories on the World Cup.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about feet, and that reminded me when the favorite didn't even qualify for the World Cup in March, right? But then it turned out that the Italian team were a total fraud because it was mostly Irish, just like Nick, you know? Hey, I got a couple sleepers you got to matriculate out for, okay? Ibrahim T. Machismo. He's the 11th Keisterman goal fondler for the Egyptian team, okay? But he's really a North African sorcerer who punches his chest and then it disappears into the crowd, so watch out for that. Caio Jorge is the teenage Brazilian striker everyone's excited for. They call him the Mario Van Peebles champion. He answers every question you ask him with a riddle, and he's escorted everyone's love of the Vuvuzela to this. I found out that Beaton is so quiet because he's really into existentialism via telepathic communication. Yeah, the first time he thinked at me, the experience reconciled my soul into space within time, and now my head face remains on a deeper plane of existence. I see the future now, and I can say with the absolute 100% certainty that the winner of the 2026 World Cup will be... Oh, Adam Show's back on. I gotta go.
All right, there you go. He's a big fan of Adam's show.
good you got him during a commercial break like that.
Blind Scott, hello.
Oh, hey, yeah, I think I got a scam I can pull on these Scottish Army guys. Listen, this is all right for radio. I put toothpaste in a bag and I tied it up so it looks white. So when they ask me for blow, I give them the toothpaste in a bag and they give me a couple bucks. And there's nothing they can do about it because I'll send their Scottish Army butt back to Scotland. You know, it's illegal anyway to do blow in this country if you're part of a military unit. I got a camera guy. I've introduced him. His name is Mike O'Brien. He called yesterday. He's my neighbor.
Right.
I told him first he needs to see my surgeries. I got to show him my surgeries, but we're going to hit the streets and do some filming. I said, like, some of the plan is I will show people my chest. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't think that's a good idea necessarily.
No, Blind Scott, you have breasts now. You can't be showing them out in public. I would imagine that would be like anybody showing breasts.
Yeah, so we can't do this. I said, we'll have to do that inside my apartment. But I have a window that goes right out on Salem Street, so I can actually get my head out there like this. So I live in the North End, so
like a Mardi
you can
Gras
stick your head up and
situation.
yell, "Hey, everybody shut up! It's the World Cup!" See, that's what you hear all night in the North End. Just stuff like that nonstop. That's Salem Street right there.
All right, thank you, Blind Scott. He just yelled out his window.
You think he knows that he just brought it up again.
No, I don't think that he knows that it's not the Army. And I don't think he knows that cocaine would be illegal regardless if you were in the military or not.
Well, does he know that toothpaste does not make a suitable
doesn't look like it at all
for powdered cocaine?
Yeah. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way,
I guess
too.
at 3 o'clock in the morning, he's assuming that they're under the influence and that they're just feeling weight and not consistency.
How about sugar?
Flour, any kind of powder. Look, I mean, a discerning eye could figure it out, but if it's dark and it has to be a quick exchange, you could probably find white stuff that was more similar to cocaine than toothpaste.
Unless he's talking about an old school tooth powder. Powder my toothbrush.
I wonder if he just put like a literal 8-ball into a sack. This is an 8-ball? You'll see it's got an 8 on it. All right. Well, fake Blind Scott, thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate it, and Blind Scott is having a good time. It seems like I'm the only one missing out on the fun as I am stuck in my suburban corridor with my own problems, and that's what's going on with me. Chris Forsberg is at the U.S. Open where it's miserable right now. We're watching it. In fact, it's so foggy you can't see shots from a distance.
They had to stop play because of the fog.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yep.
You got to play in the elements. What do you think, Hardy?
I think fog is okay to play through unless it becomes an issue of like not being able to find the ball.
I think
you
that's
have like
where
no
we
idea where the ball went, and it's like then it's really more for like time. You know, it's like you can't have people out there and like 20 minutes looking for their shots. So yeah, I get it.
Well, it got to be disappointing to you.
Hey, I'm working, man. I wasn't even watching. You know.
Yeah.
I'm locked in. I'm going to talk to Forsberg.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I got FIFA World Cup scores up here.
It's the problem is he's got the fever.
Yeah.
The problem is he's got World Cup fever.
Right.
That's what's going on over here. He's turning his back on the greatest game, so he can flit around with this international nonsense. I don't. I actually don't. Is anyone of note playing today?
Mexico and South Korea. Czechia and South Africa. They're the first match at noon today.
Qatar and
Canada.
Qatar, I'm sorry, in Canada.
Yeah. And Switzerland and Bosnia.
Yeah.
They're in Inglewood.
I assume none of those are big games, correct?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I would have to imagine not. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, everybody shut up! It's the World Cup!
Stay tuned for more.
More or less, if Giannis is not going to Boston, well, then could Jaylen Brown be split into parts to a different team?
The Sports Hub put out on Instagram. He looks good. It's funny. I hadn't seen him in like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. So it's weird when you haven't seen someone from 7 years and then they get older. He looks good.
Mm-hmm.
He was great on Felger and Maz. He had some good things to say. And he's in the camp of the team is very much looking into moving Jaylen Brown. He doesn't say necessarily they're going to do it, but he seems to really believe that if it's not Giannis, it could be something else, that they realize where the NBA is now, and that the two, just like O'Connor told us, is that with the two high-paid superstars, that might not be the way to win championships right now. And maybe you have to pivot off of that. And especially when they're not elite superstars, the two of them. They're very, very good, but not the best. Chris Forsberg. First of all, what's going on at the U.S. Open?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Hardy. I hear him perking up in the background.
You didn't. It wasn't enough for me to introduce you. You needed Hardy to pop it in there.
For the rare change, I get to be the one at the big golf event, and some friends in the golf company that runs my courses and down at Raceway and Harrisville. The owners there, they were kind enough to extend me an invite to bring me down here, and I get to go over to round one today. I'm excited. I've never been to a PGA event.
I have.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. You've never been to the Deutsche Bank or the Dell or anything. You didn't go to the U.S. Open when it was in Brookline?
Nothing. I did not know powerful people at that point, and no one was coming my way to extend an invite. So
well, they were selling tens of thousands of tickets.
Yeah, they had 50,000 people on the golf course every day.
I'm more like I need to be wanted.
There were 200,000 opportunities to get into that tournament.
Yeah, minimum.
Yeah, minimum.
I missed it, but I'm here now.
Okay. All right. Very good.
You've been on Long Island?
We're done talking.
Did you bring a cooler with you? Skid?
No.
He's still upset about this.
I can't believe you feel that way. Like literally the most times I've been texted by people in the aftermath that you were so staunch in your belief.
It's
that
not a way to feel. It's the way it is. You're not allowed to bring a cooler onto the golf course.
It's silly.
Okay, it's silly that you can't run a red light in the middle of the night when there's no traffic coming, but you can't do that either.
And do people do it?
No, I do not.
Hardy's not saying people don't do it. He's saying that you shouldn't do it.
Yes.
We can disagree.
Staunch.
All right. So what they're talking about is that John wanted to bring a cooler to the 98.5 The Sports Hub Golf Tournament. And he said to me, do you want me to bring packed Diet Coke or something? Because that's what I drink. And I said, absolutely, that's fine. Thank you. And I left it at that.
Mm-hmm.
I did think it was weird he was bringing a cooler, but I thought it was a nice enough gesture that, why spit in his face when he's just trying to be nice. Hardy did not have that problem. He got all over him. He was very upset with him.
My whole thing is okay, if the cart girl comes around, you better be buying, right?
They don't have anything. I got news for you. They didn't have anything in the cart girl. Didn't have anything we wanted. I'm not even sure she had beer. I don't even know what she had in there.
The first time.
Then that's criminal on the course's part.
No. The course is nice. It's not the course's fault.
The first time around, she didn't have the diet soda. The second time around, she did.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it was too late by then.
Yeah, whatever. It's
I was
fine.
swimming in it.
Ship had sailed.
Yeah. But these golf course owners that invited you down to the U.S. Open, they're fine with you bringing your own beverages out there and not buying them from them?
I would be out. As always, Hardy, I'm happy to purchase. And we go out of our way to support the businesses and the cart girls as well. But sometimes they just don't get back to you fast enough. And so you have to sometimes be prepared.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you need 19 beers to get through 9 holes of golf, then I guess maybe you probably just have to bring alcohol with you everywhere. This is probably a larger issue that you should address.
Can you let me be me?
All right.
What if there's no cart
How
girl?
many beers do you drink when you're out there on your
Like at every other course.
20,000 step 3 hour solo old man walk every day? How many drinks do you need to get through that?
There's not a number. I think it's a vibe. If you got friends out there and like the good times are flowing, maybe the drinks move a little faster. But yeah, like that's secondary to the golf, right? Like I'm out there to play good golf. So sometimes you got to dial it back. Sometimes you're just vibing and maybe enjoy a couple extra.
All right.
How do you pick up 20,000 steps a day? Like I try to move a lot, and if I hit 11,000, it's a great victory.
Between 8 and 10,000 is a normal,
Like even if I jog, walk 3 miles, I still don't get anywhere near 20,000.
On the days where I walk 18 holes, I might get 12 to 14,000 steps.
Yeah, how are you getting 20,000 steps?
Yeah, you got to mix in something else. Like in most mornings, I'll walk around my town. I'll walk and get a coffee, and I don't live in like a city, so like walking to get coffee is a mile or so, and like a round trip 2 miles. I probably try to get 3 or 4 miles walking around in the morning just to get moving, and then if you add an 18-hole round, now you're pushing that number. I think I had a 35,000 step day one day last week.
You got a lot of time on your hands.
No, you didn't.
I'll send you the picture.
35,000 steps in one day.
Yeah. 100%.
I want proof of that. Please send me. Text that to me, please. All right, good.
That's 6 3/4 miles. Oh, no. It's,
no.
No, it's 16.6 miles.
Yeah, come on.
I'm down here. I'll screenshot it. That's like a light day.
So you walk essentially 3/4 of a marathon on a light day.
That's right. You walked from the starting line to Heartbreak Hill in one day.
That probably nailed it. I mean, how else am I going to work off all the beers on the golf course?
What do they think of you in your town?
Is that weird guy out again?
It is funny. I do often wonder, like, do people just seeing me walk around? And I mean, the other ridiculous thing is sometimes I do it in flip flops. So
all right. Come on.
I'm a complicated person.
I like the fact that he's got this lie and he's willing to go to any lengths to prove it. Flip flops, 35,000 steps.
Apple data.
Okay.
But don't they? Because they must all think that you've got like 9 DUIs, and that you're unemployed, and that you just can't get in any kind of vehicle. Like I know when there's people in my neighborhood, there's a guy that like walks around in jeans, and I just assume that he's been popped for like 7 DUIs, and that he's unemployed, and that he just like walks around to kill time.
I think my favorite is there's a coffee shop right on the line of Auburn and Worcester, so it's probably 2 miles from my house. And I met someone in there, and we're walking out, and they're like looking around. They're like, "Where's your car?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't have one." They probably thought the same thing at that point. They're like, "Oh, he's definitely like doesn't suspended license or something." I'm like, "No, I'm gonna do this loop and get 2 more miles on my way home."
It's like Electric Larry when he worked at Hogan's Run, and he would come in and he'd be all cut up, and you'd be like, "What happened?" He's like, "I crashed my bike," because he had to ride his bike to work, not because for exercise either, because the laws. But he would be all messed up and crash his bike, which is better, All right, well, Chris, I mean, it's very impressive that you get 20,000 steps. I've like had days where I've like gotten like I think like 14 like under 15,000 steps, and it was quite a Herculean task just to get that. So I mean,
I will say it's tougher for you guys, right? Because you're in work in the morning, and the last thing you probably want to do is go walk 5 miles when you get out of work. Maybe you should move a little bit, but like I think my thing is just when I first get up, I try to move and like put in your AirPods, off you go.
Yeah. My average is like 10,000, and I was over it.
And that's not bad. Like if you're getting 10, that's good. I'm not saying I'm getting 20,000 like every single day.
I had 11,000 yesterday, but I ran 3 miles. Like there's days where
I don't run. These lungs would blow up.
Yeah. I mean,
especially in flip flops, that'd be difficult.
But the other day I had 7,000.
Yeah, very difficult.
7,000.
Yeah.
The most I've had is 15,000. And that was the day of the I think June 8th. That was the day of our golf tournament.
Mm-hmm. This is my last question on it. When you're walking to get the coffee and it's like a mile away, how long does it take you to walk that mile?
I've never timed it. I would assume it's a 10-minute mile. I'm not like I'm walking.
No. You didn't walk a 10-minute mile. No. That's 10-minute miles, like
12
5
minutes?
miles.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have a guide on. I will say
10-minute miles, like 5.3 on the treadmill.
Yeah, 15-minute miles closer.
That's you're right.
miles of 4.
That's way too quick. If I take like a 5-mile walk, it's usually like a little over an hour. So like 12 minutes, 14 minutes. I don't know. I'm not doing math here.
5 miles an hour you walk?
No, that sounds too fast.
Yeah, go get on a treadmill and put it on 5 and try to walk.
You're more like 3.5. 3.5 miles an hour.
Unless you're 8
is where you are.
Turn into a quiz.
In flip-flops, you're not doing 3.5
I
either.
don't care. I can't even be friends with him anymore.
I can't.
Between the cooler and all the walking around and just having like hours every day to kill, just aimlessly rambling here and there, and the flip-flops and everything else. It's
lying about his
done.
speed.
I'm all done.
Jesus.
You're a nice guy. I like you, but we're done. We're quits.
I'll take Hardy's place.
Oh,
if you want to be buddies.
Right, let's go.
All right.
Okay, so listen, we're gonna get the basketball. You're gonna have to stay for one more segment. You got nothing else to do. The
play's still suspended. Yeah.
All right. So, but what? Just real quick with the U.S. Open. So, play is suspended. Had they given you any kind of update on when they think they might be back at it?
No, but like the weather. I mean, if you look down here, the wind is supposed to be crazy today, and like I think we're supposed to get some morning showers, and I assume they'll turn this thing loose. But everyone down here is like really concerned that the wind is going to really play a factor in terms of like the ball's just staying on the greens because of there's no the wind is like it's escalated because of where the course is. So I can't wait to see it. I think scores are going to be ridiculous.
Okay, can you put
ridiculously high?
Thank you, Chris. We're going to talk to Chris about basketball. Could you please put him on hold, real quickly, if you would?
Let's see if Nick can do this.
Or hang up on him. Ronnie, go ahead.
Hey, but I'm sorry, guys. I'm fucking late for work. Oh, I swore again. Still in there?
Go ahead.
Still in there?
I'm still here.
I've been by accident kind of trolling Joe Murray with F-bombs.
Yeah.
And half the time I'm trolling, half the time I'm not. But I'm a huge Fred guy. Hey, one day at a time. Just keep doing your thing.
Thank you.
What is up with Mark Wahlberg?
I don't know. What is going on with Mark Wahlberg?
I just started doing his stuff this morning, and I just don't even feel any better.
Oh, wait a second. You got up at 2:30 in the morning and you don't feel better? That sounds...
Yeah, and then, like, I haven't ate that much food, haven't jerked it. It's tough.
Well, he's super Catholic, so I don't think he's doing any of that either.
Level up.
But listen, you're on your way, my friend, and thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate it.
Level up.
He said he was going to say something I said about the Scottish, and I was curious about what I had said about the Scottish.
Okay.
Because I don't recall saying anything, but nonetheless, who knows? All right, we'll be back with...
Ain't nothing. I haven't jerked it.
Yeah, pull that. All right, we'll be back in just a moment, and then Blind Scott pops on because it's no. That's me, Ronnie. We'll be back in just a moment. Chris Forsberg is going to be nice enough to keep talking to us.
Sports Hub headline.
Red Sox left 13 more runners on base, and they got shut out by Toronto 3-0 at Fenway Park last night. Vlad Guerrero, 2 RBIs for the winners. 2 teams will play again today at Fenway Park. Knicks will hold their championship parade at 10 a.m. this morning. Team owner James Dolan added yesterday that he and the team have accepted an invitation to the White House. Washington Wizards point guard Trae Young will decline his player option. He'll become a free agent. Round 1 of the U.S. Open golf tournament in a weather delay. It's been delayed for about a half an hour because of ground fog at Shinnecock Hills. Only about 20 men on the course. And at the World Cup, Colombia beat Uzbekistan 3-1. Ghana beat Panama 1-0. Earlier, it was England over Croatia 4-2. And Portugal and DR Congo played to a 1-1 draw. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Vanguard Golf Club. It's massive and unlike anywhere else in New England. Perfect for hosting your summer outing with tons of trackman bays, putting and chipping contests, and more. Inquire at VanguardGolfClub.com. I'm John Wallach on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Your next update at 8 o'clock.
More touch.
do like that.
Don't hear this song much.
Who's this?
This is a group called Today. This song is called Why You Getting Funky on Me, and it's part of the House Party soundtrack.
Now, is that a rhetorical question, or do they answer it in the song?
I think Bubba is going through why she's getting funky on him.
This guy doesn't have the best voice.
This is Bubba Lee.
He's not a classically trained vocalist.
No. You can see why this maybe didn't take off like some of the other.
Right. He's pleading with her not to get funky on him. He's just an honest guy.
This is pre-auto-tune.
Yes.
All right. Chris Forsberg, were you a fan of this song back in the day?
I would not have been able to pull the title and artist. But you said it was on the House Party soundtrack? That was the soundtrack overall.
It was on on side number 2 of the House Party soundtrack.
Oh, it's the B-side.
The B-side, yes.
I've probably seen House Party 10 times. I love House Party. House Party, good movie. All right, Chris Forsberg. Okay, so I love the Giannis and Jaylen Brown in general stuff because it seems to have really split the people that cover the team that we've talked to. There's some people that believe that it's a non-starter. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum shall be together forever, and that you work around the margins. And then we have some guys that cover the team that are like, you got to move Jaylen because that's not the way the NBA is anymore. So where do you stand on all this? First of all, just personally, where do you stand?
Yeah, I think I always I like endearing storylines and seeing Jason and Jaylen kind of overcome obstacles, and whether that was, getting knocked down in the finals in 22 and then getting there and winning it in 24. I'd love to see this. The storybook is for them to figure out this latest obstacle and figure out, put a new core around them, or however you got to dress this thing up, and give them the chance to get back there and write that storybook. But the one complication is for like a number nerd like me is with this new CBA, I spend a lot of time looking at this and trying to put the puzzle together, and having 2 max contract players, especially as they go into their 30s, might not be feasible anymore. You might not be able to build a sustained contender. You might not be able to build a sustained contender in the NBA, period, unless you are a team like Oklahoma City and San Antonio and draft and develop and get the runway of these guys early in their career. I think there's just, the Celtics have some tough decisions to make, and that's why you have to examine any time a player of Giannis's stature becomes available. But the thing I go back to is, like, Giannis doesn't solve a lot of those math problems, right? Like, in a vacuum, can he make you better in like certain ways for 2 years and give you a little bit of a championship window? Absolutely. But you're also taking on a lot of risk, and you still have the problem of how are you building a legitimate, sustained contender? And you just look at the Knicks and what they put together, because Brunson's contract is so low that it gives them some flexibility to have what would be perceived as a more deeper roster, a more, talented 1 through 5.
Didn't Brunson elect to have that be lower, though?
Yes, he did when he signed.
Right.
Yes.
But the caveat is he was banking on himself as well, right? Like that he's going to be back at the table sooner and he's going to have a max contract soon. But yes, him taking that deal and getting essentially the security of it, because like if he got hurt in that contract year and then like he wouldn't get the money close to what he got, and so. Everyone frames it as if he took this sweetheart of a deal to allow the Knicks to get additional talent. There were other variables there that steered him toward that contract.
Well, Brown and Tatum didn't choose to do that. I mean, they didn't. I mean,
no, they both got supermax deals the year they could. But more to what Chris is saying, Giannis is going to demand a massive contract extension after next season. And so the problem
in a couple seasons.
But you have, even if Brown does, he's still a little bit younger with less wear and tear on him. And if you get Giannis's deal, which is what, Chris, 4 years, $270 million or something like that.
Crazy.
I mean, it's bigger than what Jaylen Brown will command.
Okay, so wait a second. Just from what you guys, the words you've said, is that you both allow that if you get Giannis, you have a better chance of winning a championship in the next 2 years. Then you both talk about the danger of the future, but you would have to extend Brown too, where you have less of a chance of winning a championship in the next 2 years, and you're going to have to give him a ton of money, even though he's not as good a player. So sure, on the back end of this, you might be a little bit better, but not great. And at least if you get Giannis, you have 2 years of possible greatness.
I think the hard part, there's a few things at play here. One, we don't know what the Celtics' long-term vision with Jalen is, right? Are you willing to pay that next contract? You know, what does Jalen want, right? Like, if Jalen does want to be, like, the focal point of a team at some point and expresses that to the team, then you have to think harder about moves. And that's why someone like Giannis is so intriguing, because very rarely are you trading a superstar and getting back someone that is either on their level or potentially even better. But again, there's variables to all this, and I just don't know if the math works long term. And so I just think with Giannis in particular, I just think you're introducing a bunch of risk that isn't necessary. There's still hard decisions to make, and I don't know if necessarily it is Jason and Jalen moving forward. But this is what the team has to examine right now, and I think that's, when you hear them, they're just going to invariably bubble up in any rumor that's out there because of that, because teams know that they have to evaluate their path forward.
Nationally, it seems like, reading the tea leaves over the last 48 hours, it seems like Brad Stevens is laying back. And the Celtics are not charging forward to try and acquire him. Ultimately, Chris, do you think this deal gets done?
I don't. I just think if the Celtics tend to work in secrecy, and if they were moving or pushing towards a deal, I think this thing would have moved along pretty quick. I think what's happened, and again, just the way I'm reading the situation is, it's every front office. If you're doing your job, you have to make the call to the Bucks and at least express interest or just evaluate the situation. And having someone like a Jaylen Brown gives you the opportunity to be in that conversation and put potentially the best player on the market. And so I think what the Celtics probably did is said, hey, before you make a decision, just loop us in. There's this perception. Everyone says oh, they made an offer. There's no form you fill out and send to another team and say, this is the pieces I want to trade. Conversations are usually pretty flowing. It's usually starts with assistant general managers, and then it elevates to Brad is talking to someone over there. And, it's still informal. There's no piece of paper you send along that says, we are now offering Jaylen Brown. So I just think they're probably in a little bit of wait and see mode on their own. But I think ultimately I don't know. I don't think he ends up in Miami. They would have done that deal sooner. I think there's going to be a dark horse that emerges, a team that has picks. Someone was going to swoop in and finally overwhelm the Bucks in a way that nothing out there has done so far.
And I think, Chris, it would make more sense if that team is one that actually needs Giannis for what it is that they want to accomplish.
Oklahoma City would be that team. They have more picks than they know what to do with. They have Chet Holmgren, who's spectacularly failed in the playoffs. Right. And they have to deal with Wembanyama for the next decade. I mean, I think that would be a perfect match.
It doesn't have to be a bad team in need of, a marquee player, but somewhere where it's okay, that fills an actual need, as opposed to this notion that what the Celtics have isn't working, so we're going to swap one really good player for a great player if you want to, appease everybody in their assessment of Jaylen Brown and Giannis. But to me, that still doesn't mean that the Celtics need Giannis. I think a lot of people are curious as, if that is, what would get them over this hump, because, to get them past this awful 2-year drought without a championship.
They're not winning with Brown and Tatum now, the way the NBA is. So they got to do something. I haven't heard anyone.
I think they can win with Brown and Tatum, but with the surrounding pieces being less than what they are.
But you can't build that anymore. That's the whole point, is with two max deals, the way that the league has changed. Huh?
The one thing I will say is so, and I know this is super nerdy and people tune this stuff out, but if the Celtics stay under the tax this year, which is no fun because, again, you don't want to waste prime years. And I don't think waste is probably the wrong word, but you want to maximize the prime years of Jason and Jalen. So the idea that you want to put that supporting cast around them immediately. But if you trade cautiously this year, if you avoid the tax one more year, they have a freedom that is very similar to 23. I mean, the summer of 23 when they got Drew Holiday and they got Kristaps Porzingis. You could make some bigger splash moves next off season. Now, again, the math does get more complicated right now, and it goes back to I just think that's more likely the pivot point when you really take a hard evaluation of this roster. I think I would love to see them let this have one more year to like see what they get, maybe work on the fringes and identify like, all right, are you just leaning all in on the Jays for the duration of their career, or is there the pivot point next summer?
What's the team that I'll just give you this? What's the team that's the most desperately, like a good team that most desperately needs to make a move in the NBA? And the answer is Denver. And then I'll ask you, when was the last time Denver won a championship? And you would tell me what?
23.
Yeah. So, yes, that's a long time in the NBA now. You got to make a move. What they're doing is not working.
When you have someone like Jokic, and as they get older, like you got to maximize. Again, it goes back to maximizing windows.
Jokic is what 2 years older than Brown? I mean, come on. All right. Anyway, Chris, enjoy the U.S. Open. You love Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum together. You love things the way they are. And you got to.
I do. I am set in my ways.
You're a sentimental fool. All right, Chris Forsberg. Enjoy from NBC Sports Boston. Thank you so much. I'm glad we could help you kill the rain delay. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. I'll see you soon.
All right, so see you soon.
Fog delay.
Fog delay, my bad. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
You're listening.
And when falling behind by 3 runs or more, they fell to Toronto at Fenway Park last night, 3-0. They're now a season-high 13 games under 500. They left 13 players on base last night. They'll pitch Sonny Gray against the Jays this afternoon in the finale of this 3-game series. In NBA news, the Knicks will have their championship parade in about 2 hours. According to team owner James Dolan yesterday, they will also become the first title-winning team to accept an invitation from Donald Trump to come to the White House to celebrate. The U.S. Open golf tournament underway at Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Got about 20 guys on the course, about 30 minutes of gameplay, and then play has been suspended for the last hour due to ground fog on Long Island. And at the World Cup, Colombia beat Uzbekistan 3-1. Ghana got a late goal to beat Panama 1-0. Earlier yesterday afternoon, England doubled up Croatia 4-2. Portugal and DR Congo played to a 1-1 draw. The U.S. off until tomorrow afternoon when they face Australia. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Rodenheiser Home Services. Count on Rodenheiser for expert AC repair, maintenance, and cooling solutions. Visit Rodenheiser.com. Rodenheiser Home Services. Nice people, great service since 1928. I'm John Wallach on Boston's Home for Sports 98.5 The Sports Hub. Your next update at 8:30.
Listen to it, laugh at it, get mad at it, agree with it, argue about it. It is Boston Sports. Boston Sports. And it is all we do. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
And we're back. Toucher and Hardy on the Sports Hub.
Hey, we are Toucher and Hardy, and you can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to 98.5 The Sports Hub on YouTube, and we're about to do something very immature, so let me start by doing something not immature. I'm going to tell you about something important very quickly. James Quigley was a 42-year-old Dedham police sergeant who battled cancer for over 15 years. He never let him slow it down. He was an avid Toucher listener for years. He would put it on in the detective office in the morning while getting his cases together for court, even more than being a great listener. He was an incredible family man. He leaves behind a wife, Kate, and 2 kids, James, who's 9, and a daughter who's 11. It's just too young to leave those kids. His close friends are raising money to help Kate and the kids get through this. Shout out from you and the show would mean a lot, or even a tweet with the GoFundMe link. So there is a GoFundMe up now for Sergeant James Quigley, Quigley. Sergeant James Quigley. There is a GoFundMe. His death was covered on Boston.com and all these things. It's he obviously was a man of great standing, and if the family needs help, we're more than happy to share that. So if you go to GoFundMe.com and search for James Quigley, Quigley.
Yep, just found it very easy to find. Honoring Sergeant Quigley's legacy and family.
All right, thank you for the time. All right, now let's get immature.
Okay. Well, I think Sergeant Quigley would probably, if he was a longtime listener, probably understands that around big events like the U.S. Open or whether it's this or the Masters or anything, we do something golf-related. Although this is something we did do in the past, times have changed, Fred, and we had to just tweak the name a little bit of this actual game.
You're welcome, audience.
Yes.
I thought the original name was Too Much.
Too Much.
So if you were looking for the lady on the show, you're looking at him.
Right. So with a new name means a new intro.
Is it the name of a golf course, or is it something else?
Well, that doesn't...
What else could it be? Something that sounds like a golf course. Like a porn star. Like a porn star. And now we play putt or smut.
Okay.
Putt or smut?
Putt or smut?
Putt or smut.
Yeah.
It was going to be called something else, and I said, no.
Very forward thinking of you, Fred.
Well, I'm woke.
Nice job.
Putt or smut? I will give you the name of either a golf course or an adult film actress. You have to tell me which one it is.
Can I ask John something? Are you more likely to know the answer based on it being a golf course or it being a porn star?
Probably a porn star.
You'd be surprised, though, because, like, modern-day porn stars, it's like everything else. It's so scattered about. Like, I don't know who's... I'm very...
Rachel Breckenridge.
Right. Like, and it will be, like, some, like, average-looking chick with tattoos, and you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I am still... The vast majority of the pornography I consume, which is very limited now, we're down to, like, once a month, maybe.
Oh.
Is straight 90s. I'm only 90s. Anything made in the 90s, like my glory days of self-pleasure were, I say 8th grade into like sophomore year of college, and that's pretty much spans the 90s.
It's an interesting question to pose to Hardy here. Are we talking about porn stars spanning from like 1980 to now, or have you limited yourself?
There are no limitations, John.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be harder because
much harder. Yeah.
Because again, there are porn stars now that I don't even think are good looking at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand like why you'd even want to see them have sex or have sex with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like legit, like I wouldn't have sex with them.
Right.
And they're big porn stars, and I'm ugly. All right, here we go.
All right,
that's
ready?
what you're supposed to say. No, you're not.
No. Of course not.
You're good looking, buddy. Don't get yourself down.
So let's begin here with Angel Park. Angel Park, is that the name of a golf course or an adult film actress?
Well, it would be an Asian actress,
Mm-hmm.
and it would just be lazy. But maybe she was forced into the industry too quickly, and it was too big a turnaround, and they couldn't think of anything else. So I'm going to say Angel Park is a Asian porn star.
I agree
Star
with,
being relative.
I think that you purposely started this off with an easy one to lead us in one direction. I think Fred is right. It is a porn star.
Mr. Wang, no offense.
That is incorrect.
Wow.
Angel Park is an Arnold Palmer designed 36-hole facility in Las Vegas, Nevada, featuring the Cloud 9, which is a delightful little par 3. Run around there. You can play it under the lights. It's really a good time. Angel Park is a golf course.
Huh.
Angel Park sounds like a place for heroin addicts.
Could it be?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of heroin addicts out there, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it seems like almost like that's the name of a rehab.
Yeah. All right, here's your next one. Sassafras Trace.
When John straps
excuse
him
me,
on.
Sassafras Pass.
It's Sassamon Trace, damn it.
Oh.
And it's a golf course.
Yeah, when John got all indignant. Because we didn't know what Sassamon Trace was. He was just like, I'm going to Sassamon. Like, what the hell is that? He's like, Sassamon Trace? It's a communal 9-hole affair in Natick?
Executive 9-hole course,
Yeah,
thank
par
you.
3 Natick.
No, there are par 4s and par 5s in there.
Whoa, executive means par 3, right?
Yes.
Thank you, dumbass.
Oh, my mistake. I'm so sorry.
You can have a couple of
should
short par 4s and still call it an executive course. Yes.
Okay.
There's a par 5 on it?
There is.
So
There's
it's just
one
a
par
9-hole
5
course.
It's a 9-hole course
Well, that's
with,
not
I think,
executive.
3 par 4s, 1 par 5, and the rest par 3s.
Well, that's like 3. It's like 3 par 3s of the rest.
Well,
For someone who plays Sassafras,
I think it's 5 3s, 3 4s, and a 5.
For someone who's flying over it all the time, you certainly don't know how it's set up.
All right. All right. Here's another one. Brookhaven.
Oh, Brookhaven's a porn star.
You got to, yeah, we're
I
overdue.
know that
There's
for
a
a fact.
porn star here.
No, that's a fact.
Actually, gentlemen,
Whoa!
it's both. Brookhaven, both a golf course and a porn star. But I will give you the correct.
All right.
Yes.
Why are you putting a stigma on the porn, the adult workers?
Brookhaven, born November 1979, an American adult entertainment actress, model, and director who's appeared in nearly 400 films.
You notice the birth date is 1979, which I was born in 1975, so she is of the era. Now, I couldn't like picture her in my mind, but I know that she's an adult actress.
Yes. Her first job was working at a Taco Bell at the age of 14.
I wonder if she ran away.
She moved to San Francisco at the age of 19
it doesn't
and
sound
began
like
her
it.
career in the adult entertainment industry.
Maybe for those above-board brothers that are so famous in the industry that had that theater there.
How about this
Hunter
one?
Thompson worked.
Dixie Red Hills.
Golf club.
John?
Golf club for sure.
Golf club.
Good. Very good.
Yes, that is St. George's original golf course. It is a 9-hole layout, and it goes through the red sandstone cliffs with an affordable, relaxed atmosphere.
It would be too descriptive for a porn star because if it's hills, you would assume she was a busty actress, and red would describe her as being redheaded. And so that's too descriptive all the way. And then you throw a first name in front of that. That's not gonna fly. I'm not representing you with that name. Think of something else.
All right. How about this one? Sandy Lane. Is that a golf course or an adult film star?
I say adult film star.
I think Sandy Ladd is or Sandy Laid, Layd, is a porn star. I think that I know that. What's this person's name? Or
Sandy Lane.
This will ruin your perfect record if you
Can
get it
you
wrong.
not call something Sandy, though, because it's a golf course and that you would be describing that it's all... I'm going to say it's a porn star.
You're nothing like it.
Yes, Sandy Lane in Barbados. I've actually played Sandy Lane on a trip with Golfing the World. Now, the head professional there, Franklin Stevenson, is a former cricketer, and we got out on the course together. And Sandy Lane also... home to the Green Monkey, which is the ultra exclusive course. Couldn't get on that one, but that's where Bill Belichick has been seen frolicking. He goes down there to Barbados. It is Sandy Lane, a bit of a billionaire's playground.
Where is Barbados?
It is a Caribbean island. It's very close to Venezuela. It's kind of down near Aruba and stuff like that.
Look, I've never been to that section. I've been to every East Caribbean island.
Well, latte da.
Except for Trinidad and Tobago.
Let me ask you
They
this.
encourage you not to go there.
Let me ask you this, Fred. Have you ever been to Caden Cross? That
Caden
golf
Cross
course?
is a porn star.
Or is it a porn
It's
star?
a porn star. It's a porn star. I'm letting you know it's a porn star.
Did you know?
I know.
Yeah.
What year was she born? Because I guarantee it's 70s or 80s.
I will tell you right now, I probably, had you not known, I could have given it away by telling you that Caden Cross is spelled with 2 Ks.
Yeah.
Caden, K, Cross. K.
Right.
She was born in 1985. She is a member of the AVN and XRCO Halls of Fame.
Whoa!
Hall of Famer Caden Cross.
The XRCO Hall of Fame is a real joke.
No, but the
if
first one's good.
if you're not an AVN, I don't want to talk about it.
Here's a real shocker. Cross grew up in the foothills between Sacramento and Placerville in a strict religious household.
Rare in the stripping industry too. That you'll find something like that.
Very, very strange. And she began stripping, peeling at Rick's Showgirls in Rancho Cordova, California. She was 18 years old, trying to earn extra money to rescue a pony from a slaughterhouse.
Oh,
yeah, and that's
very
exactly what
sweet.
happened. So the pony being cocaine and the slaughterhouse being her not in her nose. So yeah, when Hardy did this in Vegas too. Like you have these close relationships with strip clubs if you're doing rock radio in these towns. And in Atlanta, I probably knew 30 strippers, like knew into conversational with, and 10 of them had one thing in common is they had all been to this weird amusement park, this Christian amusement park in North Carolina that no one had ever heard of. but these 10 strippers out of 30 in Atlanta had all vacationed as little girls to this Christian amusement park. I'd say it's not working. That maybe rethink the whole ideology with your kids, because it seems to be having a terribly opposite effect on them. Like almost worst case scenario.
Right. We're going to do this so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, like you're almost willing it into existence.
Sure.
How about Crystal Downs?
Well, that just seems mean. It's got to be a golf course.
Yeah,
There's
no
way.
That's too obvious. That's a golf
No,
course.
why would it be obvious? It's got to be. Oh, it's obvious. It's a golf course.
Yes.
There's no way that's a porn star name.
No.
You're a tramp.
Yes, listen.
Yeah, that's.
Would you? I meant it the other way. No,
Yeah, no, yeah. You're towing a very fine line with that name.
Crystal Downs, Frankfort, Michigan. How about Crystal Springs?
I mean, that could be anything.
That's a golf course.
It could be a bunch of stuff named Crystal Springs. I don't doubt there's a porn star too.
Okay, well, you got that one.
Good. Very good.
Yeah, that is in New Jersey, Crystal Springs. All right. How about when you want to do one more?
Sure.
One of each. Beth Page Black and Tory Black. One of each.
Fantastic.
That'd be great if there was a porn star called Beth Page Black just for commuters into the city.
Is it the name of a golf course or is it something else? What else could it be? Something that sounds like a golf course. Like a porn star. Like a porn star. And now we play Hot or Smart.
It's interesting that Hardy
You did very well, gentlemen.
focused almost entirely on golf courses. You could tell where his mind was
We
wandering.
were on a run there for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just off top of his head. It was the easiest thing for him to research.
You know what's funny? Some of the porn star names I can't pronounce, so I stayed away from them.
Let me see.
That one. How do you say that one? Second from the bottom.
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard of her.
Amaranth.
Oh, Pandora Peaks, you'd know from Guns.
Yeah, I know Pandora.
The film Guns.
Yeah.
Was starring whom? Eric Estrada.
Oh.
And the guy that did All the Time in Jail, the character actor with like the interesting face that you read the book about. The Mexican character actor.
Oh, Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo also in Guns. Did not get along with Eric Estrada.
Amar-
Christy Canyon's Christy Canyon's still active. She's like in her 60s.
I know. Well, some of these were layups. I couldn't make them too easy. But Amaranth, Fred, is an adult content creator, also known for her ASMR-themed live streams. So maybe you should explore the world of Amaranth.
I am not a fan of when they show their faces and in ASMR, and I am very heavy on Amuse ASMR right now. Very heavy.
What?
Very heavy into a ASMR artist called Amuse ASMR.
Okay.
I'm consuming it 4 or 5 days a week before naps. She has a voice. I do not want to see what she looks like because I'm sure it's not good. But she has this is not erotic stuff. This is just boring stuff that she talks about. But her voice, extremely soothing to these ears, these tortured ears, as you know. All right, Tom Caron will be joining us in just a moment.
Tetzer and Hardy.
Hi, we're Toucher and Hardy. Tom Karen sat down with Sam Kennedy, and that's a little bit of it. He, of course, does good work for Nesson. He joins us at this time every Thursday. Hi, Tom.
Good morning.
How was Sam Kennedy? How was your talk with him?
Well, I think more and more you're hearing the sort of resignation of the fact that this isn't turning around. It's just getting worse and worse. Last two nights were as frustrating offensively as we've seen this lineup all season, and that's saying something because it's been one of the worst offensive seasons I've ever seen. And so, the interesting thing, and the night before we had Craig Breslow on, and I threw this question at him, and when you look at, we've been talking about, they're 5.5 out. They're nobody's running away with the wild card. Well, the other side of that coin is that there are so many teams that believe they're within striking distance right now. If you decided to plant the for sale sign on your front lawn first, what kind of seller's market would you be jumping into? Why not at this point? And because it's not going anywhere, and nobody wants to blow up a team because it's waving a white flag, whatever it is, but man, I mean, there are a lot of teams in it right now that might not be in it in a month, and you could open up some bidding wars on some of your guys if you wanted to be the first to the market. And I think you've got to consider that right now if you're the team.
Yeah, it's shameful that you would even go through the exercise of pretending that because you're 5.5 games out of the wild card, that you're somehow relevant. In that, say Toronto gets Scooble, you know what I'm saying? You're
right.
Pretending. The A's are a team that would be very interested, I assume, and I've heard of adding pitching, to that team. You have two highly motivated teams in front of you that are better than you, and that's the only slot that you have a chance at. No way you're getting the first or second wild card slots. So, it would behoove everyone, fans, the organization, if they made the decision to sell as soon as possible.
And listen, I mean, both Breslow and Kennedy said the same thing off the top. They said, well, there's a 2-week stretch here to see if they, and that's fine. You have to say that. And I keep going back to 2019, the year after they won it all, the year they let Dave Dombrowski go, and they didn't do anything at all at the trade deadline. They didn't go either way. They didn't blow it up. They didn't add anything. And then that offseason, you trade Mookie Betts, and that's the beginning of where we are now. But you wait to see if the team you're deciding on has a 7-3 run in it, has an 8-2 run in it. That team in 2019, I think, went 6-1 or 6-2 about a week before the trade deadline. I think they would have blown it up if they hadn't had it. They didn't. That wasn't enough to get them to buy, but it kept them from selling off, which was probably a mistake at the time because you wound up doing that in the offseason and it didn't go that well. And so I think the last two nights were sort of the chance to begin that. They haven't done anything. 1 for 25 with runners in scoring position. Just leaving. I mean, last night they had a man on base every single inning until the ninth, and couldn't do anything. And the chances, they drew 7 walks last night and got shut out. That's really hard to do. You got a lot of people on base, and you couldn't get in a run. And so I think, again, you don't want to overreact to recent results, but the last two nights have been a pretty stunning reminder that, this team doesn't look like it's one right-handed bat away from turning it around. And so, I think now you're hitting. It's early to do that, man. It's June, and there's you're 10 games away from the midway point of the season. To already start talking about flipping guys is not fun. But if you're going to do what's best for the organization, and that's what Sam Kennedy said last night, then I think you've got to start figuring out how to move some of these pieces and retrench for next year.
Do you think this ownership has it in them to swallow really hard and undergo a fire sale after all of their positivity, their overwhelming positivity during spring training, to completely and utterly admit that they were wrong across the board?
Well, and that's a great question. I think they do. I think the one thing, popular or unpopular, this ownership has shown, and people in Liverpool will tell you the same thing, that they don't seem too concerned about making the tough decisions when they've got to pivot. And listen, if you're worried about PR spin, And you could point to Anthony and Crochet and say our best pitcher and our key young hitter went down for most of the year, and so it didn't go the way we want. So we're going to regroup and be back bigger and stronger. I mean, you could talk your way through it. It won't be popular, but when you pull the trigger on Alex Cora in April, you've been pretty clear that you'll do some unpopular things if you think it can jumpstart. In the season back in April, they thought they could fix this season. That's not working. So I think so. I mean, the thing hovering over this, I don't want to, I feel like every time I talk to you guys or anybody, we end up bringing up the potential lockout next year. But that's going to be part of all of this because whatever happens, it's going to be a new CBA. There's going to be new rules in place for roster construction. So why not get ahead of that too? Why not say, listen, this team didn't work. You can avoid the words blowing up, but we're going to reset and get in a place that when the new CBA is there, we're going to be able to jump on it and get back to where we thought we were at the end of last year. It's not a 5-year stretch of futility you're dealing with. Your playoff team last year, you made some mistakes in building this team this year. You should have built on that. There's no reason you can't hit the beginning of next year being where you thought you were at the beginning of this year.
Are you surprised with the amount of time Crochet or Anthony or both have missed?
Yeah, Brett, I've done this so long. It's funny because if anything, I'm not surprised, I guess, because I remember being on the air the night they were announcing Roman, and everybody, even on our air, was saying, it sounds like it's going to be a short one. They think it's going to, and I remember, I think Jemai Webster, our reporter, said that and threw it back to me. And at the end, I was like, well, let's pump the brake on the optimism here because I've seen these too often, and they drag on. When you talk about a hitter's hand, you talk about a hitter's wrist. There's no way to know what. And Devers was probably the closest thing we've dealt with. Is he had the wrist thing, and it lingered for a long time, and he tried to play through it, and he wasn't effective. Couldn't hit a fastball. And that's just as bad as not being in the lineup. So I'm not overly surprised. I think the Crochet thing is a little more surprising to me, not because I thought he'd be back quickly, but because once he started throwing simulated games, I figured, okay, he's close. And then the lat thing, and now they're back to measuring shoulder strength before he can start again. So that one surprised me. But with Roman, I mean, partial tear sprain, whatever the hell we're calling it today, those things bother a hitter, and you don't know how long it takes to come back.
Was Crochet misdiagnosed? I know this can happen with arms and stuff, but does it sound like they thought it was something and then maybe it was something else?
I don't know about that. If it is, it's maybe what part of the shoulder, you know what I mean?
Right.
He was talking about the capsule the other day. So maybe in the lat injury when they had to shut everything down or whatever he did to tweak the lat, they realized that there was strain on the shoulder from another part of it. But I don't think it was misdiagnosed. It might have just been, it could be a flare-up. It could be, it sounds to me like we were measuring, even before he went on the injured list, we were showing, Lenny Tennardo did a really good job showing how his arm slot had dropped pretty dramatically over the last couple of years. And this year, it really was down. And, a lot of times that's because you're favoring your shoulder, right? The lower you throw, the less stress on your shoulder, all of that. So this clearly was something that was bothering him long before they came out and said it. But, I mean, you're talking, and even now I was reading Peter Abraham or someone this morning, he's like, Crochet won't be back before the All-Star break. I don't see how he's going to be back at the All-Star break at all. I mean, he's not even throwing right now. So you start to talk August.
Yeah, and then plus you want to be super careful because, again, you're not playing for anything. The head of Driveline Baseball now is gone from the Red Sox organization. It's been reported. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, well, it came out last night, so I haven't really, during the game, and I haven't really had a chance to dig into it much, but it means something. I'm not willing to say it doesn't mean anything because, Kyle Bodie is a polarizing guy in baseball and kind of a disruptor, right? A guy who tried to flip baseball upside down and say there's a better way to do all of this. And he's had a lot of success developing players. I think Driveline, we use it as the umbrella term for all that's evil in modern baseball, okay? And that's not fair. Driveline has done a really good job helping young players get better and helping veterans rediscover stuff. George Springer last year, had a great year for the Blue Jays because he increased his bat speed, and that is what Driveline's all about. The problem I have with any of those kind of philosophies is I don't think player development necessarily helps teams win. It helps players get better. But once you have players together on a major league team, it's not about how hard can you swing. It's about you got a guy, and this is the last two nights. You got a guy in scoring position. Can you shorten up your swing, put the ball in play? Vladimir Guerrero drove in a run last night with a ground ball to third base, but he put the ball in play, and the guy was able to score from third. The Sox don't do enough of that. They strike out too much with men in scoring position. We've seen that the last couple of nights. So back to Driveline. Bodie was the guy who built the whole thing. He came in as a consultant. Was pretty brash 2 years ago when they brought him in, talking about how he'd be able to help all of this. And now very quietly he leaves. I'm curious to hear more about this. But, yeah, I think it does mean something because they've brought in a lot of Driveline guys over the last couple of years. And so, I don't think this was the plan. I think the plan is this Driveline group would be the sort of core to help this team become – a model of consistency, and it's been anything but. Now the guy who's the lead guy in that has left.
Yeah, and it just keeps stacking and stacking and stacking on Breslow. It's like you have these ideas, and you're right to describe it as brash, like these, it's like this almost arrogance, and then it doesn't work, and you keep just slicing off the top until, what are you left with? You got rid of Corey, you got rid of the guy from Driveline, you're
running out of people to blame.
Like, I mean, yeah, like what? Like, at what point is this like this was all your stuff?
That's just it. I mean,
if Driveline's not working, fine, but you're the reason they're here.
Wasn't Driveline, wasn't Cora.
Right, exactly.
You're on an island now.
Yeah,
this is all your fault.
It's his fault. I mean, it is his fault.
Was that Meatballs? Was that Meatballs where we just chanted, it's all your fault, whatever movie that
Get
was?
Alpert in here.
We have a sales guy that was in Meatballs.
It just doesn't matter. That's what
it just doesn't matter. It does matter in this case, so that was the wrong analogy. Listen, and there's still a lot of Driveline guys here. So it's not like they woke up yesterday and said, all right, if you got Driveline in your resume, you're fired. Like, they haven't done that. And that's sort of sometimes what concerns me when you buy, and this to me is in life, like when you buy all in on a philosophy, does it mean you're then just going to blindly adhere to the philosophy forever? Or are you saying, listen, John Soteropoulos is our hitting coach now. He came from Driveline, but that doesn't mean he has to be Mr. Driveline every day, right? He's my hitting coach. What is he doing as a hitting coach? I'm judging him on what he's doing now as a major league hitting coach, not on what he learned from Driveline. I would hope he learned a lot from Driveline and from every other part of his baseball career, and that he's putting that into play to help this team be better. But it is because Bodie was the lead guy. I do think this is noteworthy that he's sort of quietly leaving.
All right. Well, listen, Tom Caron, good stuff. And maybe you do start chanting, it just doesn't matter. You get very nihilistic.
I've seen the show plan for August. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
No drive ratings.
Yeah. Come in shirtless.
Can we just keep bringing Scottish guys to Fenway for the rest of the year? I mean, it's just
there's plans.
That's right. Jim Rice will love it.
Get them all visas. I don't care that this World Cup's over. Just stick around for the rest of the summer. My God.
Yeah, it's like you have a crowd that's making noise. It's amazing.
Hey.
All right. Tom Caron, watch him on Nesson. Thanks so much as always, Tom. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, there you go. The great Tom Caron.
We have a small piece of breaking news to lead the update with.
Ooh, hello.
This is Breaking Sports News, powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
We have a press release from the Boston Bruins. Fred, what has been your nickname for Patrice Bergeron?
Rafters.
And now it is going to be official. The Bruins have announced within the last 5 minutes they will retire Patrice Bergeron's number 37 next season. His number will be the 13th that has been retired by the franchise.
That's unlucky.
Yep.
You got to make them put someone else in before you. I mean, can I get a little credit for thinking that they were going to retire Patrice Bergeron's number?
Yeah, you know what? No one else said
Bold.
I mean, I was the guy on the island.
You were early on it, and you stuck to it in the face of a lot of pushback.
Especially with all those personal problems and all the ways he was embarrassing the organization.
He was such a dick to everybody all
that
the time.
community work. Yeah.
You know what? I see him at Gins and I just let him be. I see him at Gins and I'll just let him be. I know there's a vibe here with two big superstars in the place.
Right.
But you eat. I'll eat. We know.
Mm-hmm.
We know. All right. Well, thank you for breaking news. That's breaking news that you could have broken 10 years ago. But there you go. All right. Great. We'll be right back. Your chance to score a pair of tickets to see the Black Crowes Friday night at the Xfinity Center. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Or I should have started with...
I got an email about that.
About my sweet character, Old Fonzie?
New character that just dropped yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very organic and in the moment, and we can only hope that it's a recurring character.
Jenny Piccolo had a hysterectomy. Hey. Hey. And then you hear, eek, eek, eek. 3 chicks in wheelchairs. Eek, eek, eek. Hey. Al. Give me mush.
There's more meat on this bone. You keep gnawing.
I can't.
Why not?
False teeth.
Okay.
Al, hey, give me a plate of porridge.
Fonz, you haven't been outside in so long. You want to go for a ride on your motorcycle?
Are you crazy? I can't be in the sun. Hey.
Old Fonzie.
Let me get my big floppy motorcycle helmet.
What?
It protects me from the sun.
Oh,
hey. Hang on, I gotta pee. It's gonna start and stop a lot. Hey.
It's kind of like an Andrew Dice Clay.
I was just thinking that. It's Andrew Dice Clay.
Hickory dickory dock. Guess what? Guess what work doesn't work? It's called my penis.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Very good.
So, are you seeing this as a sitcom, or is it like a Netflix Cobra Kai situation?
No.
Could it be on network television?
Yes, it would be on ABC. It would be at Sunday nights at 9:00, and it would be much like Andy Griffith. Turned to Matlock. It would be Old Fonzie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And instead of solving crimes, he's just figuring out how to get stuff during the day. Give me my reacher. Hey.
Matlock was really just...
I can't hear the TV. It's on full blast. I don't know. Hey.
I don't love the Matlock comparison because that was a different character inhabited by the same actor, and one could argue they were very, very similar styles. Rather folksy.
Yeah. Andy Griffith went to law school. That's all it was.
Sheriff Andy Taylor and Ben Matlock. But a lot of similarities. This is the same character.
Ralph Malph is missing a foot. Diabetes. That's the pits. You gotta watch what you eat, Potts. You're gonna end up missing a foot like Ralph.
Hey, Fonz.
Take it from Fonz.
Leather Tuscadero is here to see you.
Yeah, it's not Pinky, because she died.
Now, are these jokes when you mention that the people die? I'm trying to, like, as a showrunner, what are we going
He's
for
moving
here?
the story
I
along.
want to know how to shoot this. I want to know how much pause we need to allot for.
Right. Well, I mean, it's every episode's a very special episode. I can't poo.
Okay, so but that's not fodder for comedy. It's more of a dramedy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like or like a very special episode. There's jokes. Like even when Alex P. Keaton's dead friend from the drunk driving accident came into his house with the Cleveland Indians cap on, and he was talking to him. When Alex's sister comes in, she makes a joke about how he's talking to himself, and the audience uncomfortably laughs because we're in the middle of something very serious. But there's a slight break, and that's the dance that we do on Old Fonzie.
Okay.
Is that there's slight breaks.
So there may be a moment when he's straining on the toilet, which is not inherently
I'm sorry,
funny.
that's just in my mind. Old people straining on the toilet for some reason. Wonder if my father's hospitalization for blood is somehow coursing through my brain. Yeah.
But
like
there may be a moment of comedy that you interject into that
like
scene.
shortcakes, hold my hand.
Because of the strain?
No, shortcake, hold my hand.
Why?
Because I got to give you some advice before I go.
Okay, Fonz, what is it?
Stay cool. And that's the last episode, and then he dies. Stay cool.
How many episodes do you think you have in you? Is this 13? Is it 26?
I don't know, but Chachi's the most liberal of all of them.
Of course.
Quiet down. I'm trying to watch Fox News. Jesse Waters, hey. All right, very good. Maybe not.
I
so much
do like the turn, though, as Fonzie was the most progressive and liberal of the cast members. He takes a turn. And
well, even Styx is very conservative. I mean, listen, Styx actually became Republican governor of Wisconsin.
Oh, no kidding.
On my show, yeah.
Really?
But he does hold a grudge against those girls that fainted when they found out he was going to prom with them. And not because with happiness, with shock. Caller number 10 to the contest line is 617-931-0985. We'll score a pair of tickets to see the Black Crowes tomorrow night at the Xfinity Center. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. We'll be back in just a moment. Joe Murray's actively trying to infringe on Hardy's territory, and he's rubbing it in his face. I'm not making that up. He is literally rubbing it in his face. He wants us to talk about this. He's just handing Ryan all this material and saying, you guys talk about it, so we will.
a Beasley Media Group station. Sports Hub headlines.
The Bruins have made it official within the last half hour. They will retire Patrice Bergeron's number 37 next season. The former captain, Stanley Cup winner, and 6-time Selke Award winner retired 3 years ago. Red Sox went 0 for 12 with runners in scoring position. They left 13 more runners on base and scored no runs. They were beaten by Toronto 3-0. It's their third straight loss, and they'll try to avoid a 3-game sweep this afternoon. New York Knicks will hold their championship parade in about an hour in the city. Team owner James Dolan added yesterday he and the franchise have accepted an invitation to the White House. The Knicks will be the first NBA championship team to do that with Donald Trump as president. Round 1 of the U.S. Open golf tournament got underway at about 6:30. Play was suspended at 7:05, and now 2 hours later, they are finally starting up again because of ground fog at Shinnecock Hills. And at the World Cup, Colombia beat Uzbekistan last night 3-1. Ghana beat Panama 1-0. England beat Croatia 4-2, and Portugal and DR Congo played to a 1-1 draw. Sports Hub headlines are brought to you by Catches Law. At Catches, they specialize in helping those who have been injured, not only from a one-time incident, but from a lifetime of hard work and labor. Does this sound like you? Visit CatchesLaw.com. I'm John Wallach on Boston Tilton for Sports 98.5 The Sports Hub. Your next update at 9:30.
This is what happens when analysts take over the games, take over the sport.
This is where you talk sports.
It happens all the time.
The Sports Hub. Hey, listen, if you've got to go, we understand, but make sure you bring the Sports Hub app with you so you can hear more of Toucher and Hardy.
That's what I want on my tombstone.
On the Sports.
They are a guy, an old loser's got a bullhorn, so he's probably starting things off again. He's all proud of himself.
It's an air horn, not a bullhorn.
An air horn. He's all proud of himself. Big shot, getting everyone going again at the big golf course. Good for him. They've started up again at the U.S. Open.
I'd love to be the air horn guy.
Oh, yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Such an undeserved feeling of self-worth that comes from that.
Yeah.
That's right up your alley, Jack.
Yep.
All right. So everyone knows that for over 10 years, Hardy has finagled himself into free things by having a 98.5 The Golf Club.
It's not why I do it. I do it for the love of the game, and we are in our 14th year of the Sports Hub Golf Club.
Has it not ever led to anything at a discounted or free rate?
Sure, but that's secondary. That wasn't part of the calculus in starting the show. I had to convince the powers that be around here to let me do the show, and now it's a staple. You know, it's people expect it.
It's almost like it's like a golden curse. Like it's gold handcuffs. I mean, he can't get out of it. It's been so successful that he can't even walk away and leave.
Remember people clamoring for Hardy to return. There was some hesitation.
Right.
There was some hesitation after the summer, after the winter. Am I going to do this again? Groundswell of activity forced him into it.
Yeah. But he's gone to the Wheel of Fortune route where he'll tape 5 episodes a day for 2 days, and then that will be the series.
No, that's not true at all. And
with his work ethic, come on.
Once I got executive producer Ryan Beaton signed on to helm the show, who, at first, teats on a bull, useless, but he's come around now. And he has also adopted this as a passion project.
Yeah, he seems to really like it.
Yeah, he's into it. And we got stuff in the bank, we got stuff.
You do. You've the whole series.
No. We got a great segment on the Triangle Inc. Golf Classic, which will be coming up here week after Sunday. This Sunday, all live for U.S. Open weekend.
Boom.
Where we're really going to be breaking it down.
Kaboom. He's going to be live this Sunday, even though he's ill today and he's not working tomorrow due to vacation day.
Yeah.
But he is not working tomorrow, but he will be live. Now, will be live from Canton, or will you be live from parts unknown?
No, live from Canton.
He does it from his house. He can't be bothered to come in. Ryan has to come in.
No, he doesn't.
Ryan does it from his house, too. No one's here. Ever.
Somebody will be here.
Once we leave it, the whole place just disappears. Yeah. It's almost like it's the end of St. Elsewhere. It's just in our mind. We're just staring into some snow globe and all making it up. But so anyway, my point is that good luck getting a guest if you're going to have a golf show, because name me a superintendent or a dreamskeeper that hasn't done the golf club, and they signed an exclusivity note that if you're going to do the show, you agree not to do anything else for the period of 10 years. So
within 150-mile radius, it's not nationwide.
Well, when you did the big Hardy on the World of Golf,
golfing the world,
that was another issue altogether. But so Joe Murray, who has Joe Murray Media, JMM, he made polos. He has he's a hustler. He likes to hustle. My son sees him at Card Shows. He's got a table with JMC or maybe Joe Murray Cards, or it might just be under the JMM umbrella, but he does that as well. He's got wrestling figurines that he sells. But I follow him. Obviously, I'm a fan of Joe's, and I follow him on Instagram, but I'm not, taking in everything that everyone puts up. But Joe had this thing where he was eating steak, and I went, that's good. Joe's making a show. But then he actively, Ryan, this is true, he's actively sent you clips of him producing a show having to do with him playing golf.
He texted me late last night, just so you know, here are the clips, and I woke up and I was well aware of what was going on.
So
already.
This is pulling your pigtails. I mean, this is look at me, look at me. This is literally Joe telling our producer, Ryan, hey, if you want to play this stuff, play this stuff.
Right.
So Joe's got some kind of situation happening. I'm not sure what this audio is.
I don't know what this is either.
But maybe it explains it. If not, maybe we could do a little bit of a deep dive. Here is Joe Murray's new video project that he's currently shooting, and it is up on Instagram.
So we got ourselves a nice little fairway here. My butt's hot from the seat.
Now, this is the soundtrack to Boobs A Poppin', 2001's erotic tour de force featuring big bust models.
So we got ourselves a nice little fairway here. My butt's hot from the seat. Oh, what's the weight capacity on this bad boy, huh? Did I hit some? Oh.
So some of that Joe's playing golf, but I imagine he's eating during the moaning part, right?
Yeah, it sounds like a really good show. Well, so what he's on a golf course and he drops such nuggets like, got a nice little fairway here. Well, do you? Is it bent grass? Is it Bermuda?
Well,
how many cuts of rough are there? Is there a primary and a secondary? Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
The PGA loves this because finally he's like the real life Happy Gilmore. He's teaching the common man, the working man, about the game that you hold too precious. Now, Ryan, I do need you to turn that microphone on because I need you to tell me, what is this show?
It seems like a variety show, something that would run late night on Nesson, maybe a little bit of golf, a little bit of eating.
So he's treading on Maddie's archenemy and Hardy at the same time?
Wow. Sort of a Billy and Jenny type vibe.
Well, that show's really good and not paid for at all. Let's start a production company so we can start shooting a show and then sell advertising for it.
So the show...
What a good expenditure of time. Go ahead.
Okay, apparently the show is called Joe on the Go. And from the clip we just heard, he's at Old Newbury Golf Club. Following the Battle on the Marsh, spend your Father's Day visiting the club with 98.5 The Sports Hub's Joe Murray.
All right, so...
I don't even know what he's saying.
So Joe's got some...
Oh, that's from Old Newbury Golf. Okay.
So, yeah, well, now we know. So Joe's got some falutin', up-and-coming New Jack show. Mm-hmm. And just for Joe to hear, good luck. Try to live up to this.
At Woodland, you've got the task of maintaining a golf course for private club members.
Listen, if the golf course is good, everything else is better.
So this is Woodland, and I got to assume this is Harvey Dent. Assistant greenskeeper.
Harvey Dent. We're going back.
Is he the DA?
What do you do with all the manure? This is someone from Woodland. Who are you talking to?
I was speaking with the superintendent of Woodland and a few other superintendents.
Names?
It was a round table
My
discussion.
mailman's still mad at me because you prick. He really is. He's like, it's Tony. I love Tony.
Oh, Chris Donadio.
Ah, of course, Chris Donadio.
You know Chris?
Nope.
The hamburgers taste
I probably have met him. I don't know. I'm horrible with names, as you know. I go to Woodland not often.
good. Everything is better if the golf course is good.
I don't know who mentioned stimp meter a little while ago.
I should have never said it. I shouldn't have said it.
Okay, well, yeah, it's too late.
This
You
is the
already
kind
said
of
it.
stuff
You're
that
not gonna
comes out
ask?
of the Sports Hub Golf Club. Sometimes people say stuff they shouldn't say, and then we get it, and it's out there, and you can't take it back. It's in the ether. It's part of the zeitgeist.
All right, so that's Hardy on his golf show, golf club,
Sports Hub Golf Club.
Sports Hub Golf Club, 14 years.
We're learning things
live this Sunday.
Yeah.
But and now that's what. Now what's Joe up to? This is more clips of Joe. Joe has sent Ryan. We are not digging the internet for these.
No, he wants us to preview this, be part of the hype machine for Joe on the Go, which apparently is some golf related show that he's doing.
Now, has this been sold, or is this just a venture for YouTube, or do we know?
Might just be a YouTube venture. I haven't seen any promotional things attached to it unless I missed it.
Maybe it's a spec reel to dangle in front of networks and advertisers. I could be correct in that. I assume I am. Here is Joe.
Oh my God.
To fake that crowd.
Okay, now I have seen this. Joe's sitting in some kind of dining situation, and there's a guy with no food in front of him who obviously has prepared the food in front of Joe. Now, I don't know how to describe the dish, but I'll describe it as this. Steak. Sliced steak.
Meat.
On a plate. So here is Joe. He's been the man obviously sitting across from him, which is this man's under a lot of pressure now. Joe is tasting what this man's devoted his life to. And Joe has about 4 strips of steak in front of him. It's cooked and everything. And Joe goes into experiencing steak as if for the first time.
Oh my God.
To fake that crust.
Look how thick this is. Look at the thickness. Remember the song Down with the Sickness? Oh, juicy. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that dip. Look at the thickness. Look at the thickness.
Thank you.
Oh.
So he's over there dancing around, eating steak, and Hardy counters with this chess move.
I want to bring in right away to start the show Brian Skinner, who is the head superintendent at Bellevue Golf Club.
Which is also an insane asylum. So it's interesting. You can play among the cuckoos. I was there for a while.
I want to bring in right away to start the show.
Like, whoa. All right, audience. I'm not yanking your chain. There ain't gonna be no pleasantries.
No.
I'm just bringing in my friend from Bellevue.
The jump, guest. We don't have a lot of time.
I mean,
for all that we want to get to.
Time is our most precious commodity. Let's not waste any. Let's just get as much of this, what this man has to say, into our stupid heads.
I want to bring in right away to start the show Brian Skinner, who is the head superintendent at Bellevue Golf Club. Peter, I'm going to butcher your last name. So I just want you to say it for everybody right now, and maybe even for people on the call who have been butchering your last name for years. What is your last name, Peter?
Rapocchio, a nice short Irish name.
It's not Irish.
They have fun. I mean, look, it's not all sticks and balls.
It's not all stimp meters and green syringing.
No, there is time to cut up.
Yeah, exactly. Rapocchio, Peter Rapocchio. He's the head super at Concord, and I believe without.
What do you believe, John? What do you think he believes? Aside from being the super at Concord, what is he?
He's a scratch golfer.
No, he landed the plane in the Hudson River.
Oh,
that's what he did.
Oh.
He saved the lives of hundreds.
Not Captain Sully.
No, but he was there, helping them.
Without looking, I believe I'm wearing a Concord Country Club hat this morning. Just completely by accident. It's just a coincidence.
And you know what's funny? Saturday Night Live did a what became a hit segment with this, with 2 women doing the Sports Hub Golf Club. Remember Sweaty Balls?
Oh man.
So you like Joe's golf show better than mine.
And then we have
What a coincidence that is, huh?
Well, it's like, what are you looking for? I mean, it's like you are Beethoven played by a master symphony. For the uneducated ear, it can just sound like a bunch of gobbledygook, but for the trained ear, it's the most beautiful sound on the planet.
Right.
Joe is moaning about steak.
Right.
So, like, leave it to the rubes to take Joe's show. Like, his show might be for a more mass audience, but your show, like, overserves the elite.
Super serve the audience.
Right.
Right. Let's talk about a hot button issue here. Trees.
Tomatoes.
Might as well be. And then the guy he was like, I want to cut them all down. They all have government surveillance in them. They're like, hey, you're the guy at River Rouge Golf Club, and what's going on there? It's a links course. Yes, the government plants mind control devices in all trees, so I knock them down.
Look, couple of things. You accuse me of just doing the golf show so I can get free stuff.
I think you started it for free things.
I did not. What you think I automatically started getting stuff for free because I was doing the golf show?
I think it's a long con.
All right.
He's satisfied with that.
No. If that's what you feel, do you also feel that Joe is doing this show just so he can get 4 pounds of steak put in front of him with onion rings piled on top, and you go out there on the golf course for 10 minutes just so he can get to that free steak that he's going to be served half an hour later?
I was here one day where Joe was filling in, and someone named Dom called the call-in line.
Yeah.
I remember this.
We went to commercial.
Yeah.
When we came back I did not take Dom on the air.
Right.
When we got back from commercial, Joe was not here. He was still on the phone with Dom.
In the other room.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Who is Dom? Dom Sausage.
Oh, Dom.
And from there started the relationship between Joe and Dom from Dom Sausage.
Oh,
which is,
Dom Steak Tips?
Yeah, but it's called
guy.
Dom Sausage. It's called Dom Sausage.
Same guy. He's branched out, but Dom wound up getting more press than Kowloon ever did.
I bet you Dom got
more
$500,000 worth.
Yeah.
I am maybe lowballing it.
No, you're right.
$500,000 of free advertising on this station from Joe. That phone call during our morning show. He loves steak so much that he giddily ran out of the room to take a call. We never even had Dom on the air. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And he's like, that's Dom Sausage. He came in and all right, the sausage guy at Fenway, who knows? Who asked follow-up questions to that? You're like, fine. But then for years and years and years after that, there was this beautiful friendship between the two of them that really, really was mutually beneficial.
But look, Joe's doing a golf show. Joe on the go, whatever he's doing. Fine. You want to do that? Maybe I'll start doing a show where I just come in here and get stoned and play in or out for a half an hour. And put the intern on for an hour.
Hardy doesn't feel well. Leave Joe. No. Joe's great. There's room enough on this planet for Joe on the go. And then why don't you start self-financing a video of yourself that you could shop around for a while? Come on, rent the equipment. I know a guy in Atlanta that stole the whole Phantom Gourmet idea and ran with it.
Did it work?
Not like the Phantom Gourmet did.
No.
Yeah, steak. Yeah, he stole the whole Phantom Gourmet thing.
That's right.
He chummed up to them and then ran away with their idea without giving them any money. I'm not saying he did anything illegal, but I'm saying that it's definitely what he did.
It's like, what golf show do you want to listen to? Do you want to listen to?
So we got ourselves a nice little fairway here.
Or do you want to listen to?
Nice ball, John.
Nothing different between this except the snazzy music.
By the way, thank you, Hardy. I appreciate it. Nice ball, you said. Means
what's the weight capacity on this bad boy, huh?
Get in the hole!
John, you were on one of Hardy's shows?
No. It's just
I said nice ball, John, but I was speaking to a
different.
All right,
different
John's
John.
mic's off for the rest of the show.
Yeah, right.
That might be the worst joke ever told on this show. And I've told some doozies. All right, I'll put your mic back on.
So we got ourselves a nice little fairway here.
That was more of a warning.
Reese Jones
than
course.
anything, John.
It's leaving me jonesing to play more. Jones.
See, he has fun. It's self-deprecating, though. It's a style. It's a dry wit. Joe just vomits out jokes for the masses.
My butt's hot from the seat.
You know, Joe's like the guy on the redneck comedy. He's like Foxworthy, and Hardy's like the drunk one that everyone thought was a good comic and then turned out not to be. There was Bill Engvall, who's the real bad one. There's Larry the Cable Guy that was shtick. There's Jeff Foxworthy that's considered a good comic, but I don't find him funny.
Not Ron White.
Ron White, yeah. Yeah, how funny is Ron White now? Real funny. He's funny, though, man. I know he's on this stupid tour, not you, but he's funny. He's really funny. And then I talked to him. I'm like, he's not funny at all. And then now he's this lunatic. And so it's like he's worse than all of them combined. All right, very good. We're really going down rabbit holes. All right, look.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what he's talking about, the stim meter. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Always good to get a deuce. That's right.
the email bit.
I see that the old Fonzie bit is bringing in the youth. When she saw me, she was like, "You're the face behind old Fonzie."
So my daughter just showed up, and did you hear Fred doing his old Fonzie bit this morning?
I did not listen.
Have
Your knee
Oh,
would be
no.
bright red from slapping it, lady.
You know what? Come over to that microphone for a second. Just for a second, please, Katie.
So you were not listening.
You don't.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
How often do you listen to this show?
You might not like the answer.
No, no. I mean, honestly.
When I go into Marcy Pool's office and she has it on YouTube.
Oh.
And I'm asking her question and I say, "Why are you watching?"
Yeah. Well,
And she goes, "Because it's your father."
You know, if they get divorced, she'll stop. That's what mine did.
Well,
She used to listen every day, and then it stopped real quick. My voice became grating at that time.
Yeah.
So just, every time you walk in and she's watching your dad, things are going good at home.
yeah. Well, it's been twice.
on the
Those are 2 good days.
On the rare occasions when you're up before 10 a.m. and you go somewhere in the car, do you ever listen? Like
that's no.
Like 2 years ago and the year before, when you were going to school every morning, listening to the radio in the car when you were driving yourself to school, did you ever listen to this show?
On my birthday, when you said happy birthday, that's the last time I remember.
When you knew your name was going to get a 4-second mention, you listened then.
Yes.
You have any interest in what I do for a living?
Sports?
No, the radio. We're radio people. We do a live radio show every day.
No, I understand that. It's just like sports radio.
Do you know your father introduced the Cottonmouth Kings in 1996 in Lansing, Michigan?
No. I was in Albuquerque by then.
But he was in Albuquerque by then. You know, your father sat across from Power Man 5000 more than once in Las Vegas.
Would love to know who that is.
All right.
It's called Google, honey.
Yeah. Did you know your father had 3 superintendents of different golf courses on his Sunday show?
Okay, what show do I do on Sunday morning?
Oh boy!
For 14 years, I've done the show every Sunday morning.
You're asleep, we understand.
What show?
But
Oh, hey, I'm employed.
What
I'm
show-
employed.
Please do- yeah, but in the service industry, so maybe you are asleep because of your employment. I'm on your side. All right, so that was defending you. You work hard, I'm saying. All right, so anyway.
What's the
name of your father's show that's
have
been
I
on the
been
air for
doing
14 years?
every Sunday morning, 7 a.m. It's a 1-hour show. It's kind of my
Golf.
passion. What's the name of the show?
Golf with Hardy. No. What is it?
No one knows.
No,
one knows.
you're not the only one not
Lithium.
listening. Here
No
you
one
go.
knows the
Yeah.
answer. No one knows the answer. Oh,
Sport-
lithium. So you know the XM's channel.
Yeah, I know lithium.
Yeah.
Do you listen to that?
I can hear you cracking jokes in the basement when I'm upstairs.
Yeah, he pre-tapes that too.
Okay.
A lot of work in the can for
Oh.
the old man.
All right. Thank you.
I'll scooch back.
Yeah, scooch back.
No, you sit on the mic as long as you want. My kids don't listen to me either. By the way, our email segment. Did you miss old Fonzie though?
You didn't hear.
I don't think I was missing a good bit.
She did.
Well, so you did hear it. All right. The Toucher and Hardy email
See,
segment.
honey, the premise is this,
he's like-
sweetheart.
Toots.
Fonzie was a character on Happy Days. What Fred has done. Okay, well, now Fonzie is older, and the show is based on old Fonzie. Do you get it? Oh.
She's got the Hardy gene. I see it from here.
All right, let me take you to a scene.
Sarcastic.
He's going to prove it to you.
Okay,
Okay.
Let's improv a scene.
I don't want to sell my bike. Fonzie, you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to afford for the organ transplant if you don't sell the bike. Ah! What's wrong? You knew you had to sell the bike. I can't control my hand to sign my name.
Get it?
Should I scoot up to the mic?
Yeah. We need your reaction to this.
Okay, scooching up. I didn't enjoy it personally.
Okay. How about this one?
There's more.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a Hardy. She's your daughter, man. There's never been more proof.
What's the scene?
Okay, here we go. All right, here we go.
I'll set you up. What do you need?
Someone's got to roll over Potsy's getting sores.
Wait a second.
That was it?
He's in the room
he's
with you?
catatonic, and he's getting bed sores from laying there. The blood's all pooling at skin, and it's causing painful sores. But there's nothing he can do about it because he's so old. He can't even roll over.
See, Potsy's old, too. Anson Weber.
The whole gang is old, you see.
And you have a paper for this?
Mrs. C up there in heaven. See, she died.
Yeah.
She's just gone.
Mrs.
Sunrise,
Cunningham.
sunset.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. Our email segment is powered by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. If you've been hurt, not by a young woman, but if you've been hurt in an accident, at work, in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Don't just send an email. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777 or visit gottagetglassman.com. I have a funny email that I'll read, and it does get funny. It goes, it's to me. It says, hope your dad pulls through and gets home. Also, I kind of hope Forsberg gets hit by a car while walking the earth. Not to kill him, just to slow him down so we don't have to hear about any more 20,000 to 30,000 steps anymore. And that is from Mark. Yeah, it's annoying. Forsberg saying that he walks 20,000 steps a day.
He actually texted all of us the snapshot of his.
It's not like I don't believe him, but that's over 16 miles.
It's
30,000 steps is 16 miles.
It's amazing to me that he would have that much time. Like, that takes hours of walking, presumably not to do anything constructive. You're just walking for the sake of walking.
We can all agree I'm unobservant, correct? Like, I don't know anyone's name. Like, I'm not like constantly in the present. I'm not like a Buddhist monk here. Your daughter can't even watch the show. She's on her phone.
Yeah,
it's so distracting.
I know. She could not care less about the things
you're
going
addicted
on in
to
front
that
of her.
thing. Listen, I'm dropping wisdom. So
we had to introduce the intern.
But I even know the guy in my neighborhood that's always walking around, and I always think he did something wrong. Like he's walking around like a scofflaw, like a hobo, a drifter. You know who walks that much? Drifters. That's guys that are jumping trains, hobos. You know? And it doesn't help that he's got a stick with a kerchief on it.
Right.
Holding canned food.
Tony says in an email, hey guys, my neighbor is a dog walker and he gets free stuff all the time from his clients. Now, this is pushback from when Sarah from Everett said that she was gifted 2 tickets to the World Cup match tomorrow night. And Fred said, who would give away presumably thousands of dollars worth of tickets to their dog walker? Tony says he gets courtside Lakers tickets often. Another client let them their Bel Air mansion to get married. I don't know what it is about dog walkers, but I think they're usually at the top of the list when it comes to people giving their help things. Maybe it's because it's a much higher level of trust to give someone your dog and access to your home when you're not home.
Fair enough. Jeremy says comments on kids listening, as your daughter and my kids don't listen to the show. It says, you said my kids don't listen either, and I suddenly heard your impression of Nick's dad going,
I listen because it's the only way I can hear my son's voice because we're estranged.
See, Nick is estranged from his father.
Maybe you can put the baby on the phone so I can at least hear it.
He has a newborn son.
That
His
made your
father-
daughter laugh.
His father hasn't seen yet.
She likes the loud noises.
For a second, she seemed genuinely concerned, but no.
Because Nick and his father are...
Estranged. Oh, Nick, you got 2 kids and I never even touched them. Then smell the baby's skin. Nick. I'm in agony.
I'm sorry, my dad's in the hospital, so maybe it's taking it out on you a little bit.
Not as funny as it was.
Yeah. If my dad dies today, it won't be as funny. I'll come in hot tomorrow.
Not Gary Tanquay. I can't believe you got to read this with my daughter in the room.
Yeah, read it. Look, she can get it. She could have seen Porky's. Let's go.
We fade from black to a dewy morning at Boston Stadium. Rocky Suarez stands guard. Her ginormous jugs are the last line of defense. When she hears a formidable wall of sound, shifting her eyes to the horizon, she trembles with a sexual urge as the Tartar army appears in the distance, dripping with tartar sauce. The droning bagpipe sent a chill of pleasure down her spine. Middle, you get the vibe. Cocaine kills copulation. End, Rocky lays breathless with a traffic cone on each one of her enormous breasts. Will the Scots ever return, or will Rocky be tortured by the pleasant memories of being invaded by an army of freeballers? Slanja, Care Bear out.
No. If anything, Rocky would be a power top with a peg.
What?
Was that an email?
That's an email.
That you got?
Yes.
Fan mail?
Yes.
That's your fan.
That's our fans, yes. Okay.
No.
All right. Thank you.
Dave says, I had a friend from high school, Mark Horowitz, on Instagram say I was driving with my son from Maine and I heard old Fonzie. And Horowitz hasn't reached out to me in like 15 years. Whoa. Old Fonzie brought us together. And old Fonzie just was off the top of my head yesterday because Hardy said, why'd you say hello like that? And then quickly my mind went, old Fonzie. And now...
Look what's happened.
Now, I mean, I think we've changed a little bit of the zeitgeist here.
Mm-hmm.
Old Fonzie will air right before Young Sheldon and right after Middle Aged Wallach, which takes place in the late 80s. Because you're very old.
Also, Sarah from Everett chimed in.
Oh, thank God.
A couple of times. Since we heard from her earlier this morning, she said she was not drunk when she was...
Oh, get out of here.
When she was
All right.
recording. We'll play it again. Play it again. This is Sarah from Everett's World Cup analysis.
Hey there, it's Sarah calling from Everett. Exciting news. My client just gifted me 2 tickets to Friday night's game at Rock over Scotland. I wish it was 4 tickets. I would have instantly given them to Abdu.
All right, so if I was like related to her, I'd want her to be drunk there.
She says, not drunk, nervous. I had mouth surgery right before I came in the studio. Oh, she's talking about when she came in the studio last year. Before I came in the studio, which left me with a list.
I didn't say she was drunk
Hence,
in the studio.
Hence why I kept covering my face. And I compared Michael Hawley to Al Cole because Hawley is smooth and entertaining with sports.
They
not,
just both happen to be black
not
guys.
because, not because they are both black.
Right.
All right.
That was just a coincidence that you found the 2 black guys on the air in Boston and compared them to each other.
Right.
Right. That's it.
Like a coincidence, I was wearing that Concord Country Club hat when I was interviewing the superintendent from Concord Country Club.
That was a delicious circumstance. All right, look, Hardy doesn't feel well. He has tomorrow off. Let's get out of here as soon as possible. We will be back and finish things up right after this.
know. No, you don't know.
Everyone agrees that I'm the only one who's not wrong.
Right or wrong, they're back. Toucher and Hardy on the Sports Hub. We know what you're thinking. What could I possibly have missed from the show? It's time for The Stack on Toucher and Hardy.
Hey, we are Toucher and Hardy. Bertrand loves that UMass Amherst, my friend.
Oh, boy. You're really talking it up out there now. Did you? Well, you didn't go to like a school with like a bunch of different dormitories and stuff. But actually, I think that's a pretty common conversation. You have your thoughts about different dorms in different areas, where you live on campus. Like that's a legitimate conversation.
I think that Rollins, there are only 3 dorms. And then my fraternity house is like some, center for ethnic diversity now or something like that. Like legit, like
I bet you wouldn't have stood for that while you were there.
They wouldn't have let me in. It wouldn't have been who they wanted. But no, they kind of countered the Greek system by going like super like the other way. Which I guess
progress.
I don't really know how you would exist at a school that size without having a Greek system. Like it was pretty much the only social situation.
Maybe you go out and make your own friends instead of paying for them.
It was really expensive to be in our fraternity, to be
Yeah.
fair. It was tens of thousands of dollars.
Maybe you level up and you get out of your comfort zone and you talk to a stranger. Go eat a meal in a restaurant by yourself with no phone, nothing to read. Just see who you talk to. That was another suggestion from the Level Up crew.
Again, or just like walking around the neighborhood every day for miles and miles and miles without anything in your hands. Just
level up.
Just insane.
We may have stumbled onto another bit. I mean, we've already been gifted Old Fonzie this
Right.
week, but Ryan Beaton kind enough to share a tweet from Eddie Trunk. And Eddie Trunk's Twitter feed might be worth exploring. This one from 11 hours ago. I've gotten so good at immediately muting my TV the minute anything I watch goes to a commercial, so I do not have to hear the unbearable barrage of prescription drug ads that are annoying beyond belief and usually have insanely corny bad songs too. Eddie Trunk putting that out to the world at 10 o'clock last night.
Yeah, if you weren't on Through the Night by Def Leppard and you're a song, he doesn't need to hear it.
Right. Is someone else tweeted, is the sound or stage volume at Rush's show not as loud now? Curious if it might be part of Getty's vocal resurgence, as well as a vocal coach and time off. Eddie Trunk quote tweet. Get also sounded better on R40. I asked him at the time about it, and he said cut Darion show days one of the things that helped. He's really in top form.
Yeah, Eddie had a thing. He's like, bands are going to try to give you the quote-unquote VIP experience of being in the front 2 rows. But I got news for you. Often, the front row is the worst place to be at a concert. Why? The spectacle is lost that close. The sound, unless there's some on-stage monitors that hang over where you're sitting, the sound isn't where you want to be. Rarely has Eddie been to a concert in the front row, and there's been a lot.
He's been to a few concerts.
Yeah, like I guess you could pretty much, I don't know, sit wherever. But Eddie was saying, Fool's Gold, the front row.
Yeah.
And then my daughter took another 10 minutes to come out of high school, and I went, hey, my phone doesn't work here, so I'm listening to Eddie Trunk talk about how bad the front row of a concert is. And he used Rush as an example. Eddie is very hot on the new Rush show concert.
Well, he was also hot on a quote tweeting others like Billboard magazine when it said that Walter Perez Zeider, founding member of Chicago, dead at 81. Eddie Trunk quote tweeting, I interviewed Walt 20 years ago. Back in my VH1 days. Nice guy. R.I.P.
You gotta tag yourself with anyone who dies. No matter how limited the scope of your contact with them, everyone wants to hear about how you talked to the dead guy once. That's what they want. There's I don't even know what I would do, but there's like probably like 4 people that I feel close enough to that would be in the media that I would even feel like even a smidgen of an obligation to say something about it, because it really should be an obligation at that point, right? Like, you shouldn't assume that anyone cares about you in the relationship with the dead person. I mean, you can say like, this person, I thought this was like when MCA died, you could go like, wow, the Beastie Boys were the greatest. This is really sad. He died really young. If moved, but the like incorporating yourself with the person, like a picture of yourself and the person that just died, like when they die. I'm sure I've done it before, but like, is that you really are just kind of trying to take some of the glimmer off of it and put it on yourself.
June 14th, he tweeted, "Happy birthday, Dave." It is a quote tweet. Who's the birthday Dave that was celebrating?
Diamond David Lee Roth?
Dave Rude of Tesla.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was his birthday.
Hey. Oh, the 14th.
Mm-hmm. Sagittarius, always knew that. Little Easter eggs if you listen to Cowboy the Modern Day. All right, Hardy. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.
Feel better.
Thank you.
Tell your daughter to start listening to this dang show.
I don't know that well, now that she knows that old Fonzie is the thing, maybe she'll start listening.
Yeah.
She laughed at Nick's dad.
She was a fan of that one. Yeah, that's true.
That was what got her to break. Nick's dad. We had a tough audience and we had to go in loud, Make fun of Nick. That's always where you go. Really take advantage of the foibles of his life. All right. Danny Roach is in tomorrow. That'll do it for us, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.
Talk to you tomorrow. Toucher and